opportunity that we can't pass on.
E te ti, e te tā, nau mai hoki mai anō ki te papa i oia ki tēnei te rā tuarua o tō tātou nei whakataetai. Kia ora and good morning everyone. Welcome back here to beautiful Palmerston North, the second day of basketball coverage here. We've had a fantastic day of basketball on display yesterday. As you can see, the players coming in and the fans really bringing the hype. We've got 4 games live streamed on every single court here on Whakaata Māori. Nō reira, kia hi ka kei te iwi. Get excited, we've got a fantastic day coming up. E te ti, e te tā e hoa mā, nau mai hoki mai anō ki te papa i oia ki tēnei te rā tuarua o tō tātou nei whakataetai. Kia ora and good morning everyone. Welcome back to the second day of the New Zealand Secondary Schools Basketball Tournament for 2025 here in Palmerston North. My name is Toby, one of your commentators for this opening fixture, and alongside me I've got Josh. Josh, a really good fixture coming up.
Mihi nui e hoa. Yeah, interesting one, bit of a South Island versus the North, as we have Waimate taking on Stratford High School. Stratford obviously no stranger to secondary school nationals, as they've been here and they've actually won in the past. So this is nothing new for their kura. But Waimate, I honestly can say I've never seen Waimate here at secondary school. So a bit of a first for them.
Yeah, always exciting to see those matchups when you have those schools coming in fresh perhaps to these tournaments, how they handle that pressure, how they handle that excitement. But no doubt Waimate will be bringing it and lining up really strongly. And we'll look at the 2 team lists now. Hand over to you for Stratford. A really, really strong lineup, living up to, as you say, that kind of prestige they have in this tournament.
Yeah, as we see on our screen whānau, Zayda Barbara, Edison Fitikia, Olivia Jones, London Oxenham, Macy Fitikia, so we're looking at siblings, so Blake Bolger, Ava Cameron Stone, Macy McCowan, Caitlin Doodley Pullman, Riley McClellan, Ashlyn Swan and Shayla Brimston, and coached by Ruben Tiralu.
Really strong team there for the team from Taranaki. Lining up across from them, Waimate High bringing some serious heat, some seriously strong players into this fixture. We've got Emily Cooney, Briar Craig, Kayla Proudfoot, Sally Cooney, Tuahine Irua, Sally Cooney and Emily Cooney, Rachel Hodder, Brooke Proudfoot, Alia Tagiaya, Hunter Warren, Maxine Dela Cruz and Summer Pay, their coach Ruby Cochran and assistant coach Nicole Cooney. Nō reira, he mea whānau tēnei ko ngā Cooney e toru. We've got the 3 Cooneys coming in, making this a family affair. But as we go into this fixture, the first game of the second day, we look back at how the first day went. Waimate coming into this with a little bit of confidence perhaps, getting up over Te Kura Kaupapa Māori o Raumata, as we see our referees Brock Harlem and Amy Liu for today. But we saw yesterday Stratford going down to Te Kura Kaupapa Māori o Te Koutu. If you're the coach for Stratford here, how are you getting your players up for this one? How are you trying to keep that confidence going into the second day?
It's all about building. I had a few games yesterday with a few young teams, so it's all about just building for the week, building to the end. If you do have a young team, it's just building their confidence to be like, hey, we're here, we made it, this is an experience for you. And I'm pretty sure Coach Ruben Teal will be like, hey, let's just keep building, keep building. We have a chance to compete and move on. And at the end of the day, it's all about having fun. It's one of the prestigious tournaments for basketball in terms of representing your kura, so it's always about having fun and just enjoy the moments.
Aira, koe rā te āhuatanga o ngā rangatahi hoki ne. Yeah, ka aha ko te aha, ka tai mai rātou, me tā rātou, me tō rātou hikaka me te ngao ki te Takura. As you say, no matter what, these rangatahi will always bring some serious energy, some serious fight. Those previous results, you know that they won't be hanging on to those for too long because they'll always be looking to the next fixture. And as you say, with how exciting this tournament is, with the prestige of this opportunity really for these young players, it's always going to be next game, next game, next game.
Sure.
So both of these teams are going to bring plenty of fight.
No, it's definitely exciting for our young tauira, I tai mai nei ki tēnei whakataitai, so always good to see them. Always good to see new kura as well.
Tātou ki te ana ia Waimate. Mahi ana ki taua tahamatau, Waimate working up that right-hand side to get us underway. Te kuru whiwhi toru mai te tahamatau, MΑORI no.
Tino Pairawa atu. Emily Cooney just starting off real hot there, and you know she seems to be definitely a player in this group for Waimate.
Aira. Tūna Tauro and her opposite, London Oxenden for Stratford. Look out for both number sixes, no doubt going to be bringing some serious attacking pressure at both ends of the court. You see a travel call there?
Yeah, it's unlucky there from young Proudfoot. Just kind of lost control and shuffled the feet before she put it on the floor.
Engari, koira tētahi mea I kaha kitea e tātou ina nahi. E maia te tino hikaka o ina rangatahi ki te tuku iau a kuruwhiti toru. We saw that all throughout yesterday. These rangatahi across the board are more than happy to put up those threes, put up those balls from range. You know, a lot of confidence being shown by really all the teams at this tournament.
Yeah, for sure. And if you're an expert in modern day basketball, as we see ngā kōtiro almost run into our desk here.
Duck and cover.
Yeah. If you watch modern basketball, you would know that the kuruwhiwhi toru is a major part of a lot of teams in today's world in Te Ao. So it's nothing new that they are putting them up. As you see, another kuruwhiwhi toru from Stratford.
No doubt it'll be anything you can do, I can do better. Ēnei rangatai tino whakahihi pai, tino pohokeru rātou ki o rātou pukinga. These rangatahi really proud, really keen on their skills. You know, they bring so much confidence. So no doubt if they see threes going up at one end, they are going to respond in kind. Yeah,
I really like the look of what I see from Waimate early, as we see the young Cooney with the tūrapa. The Sally, Te Taina, looks like the Taina anyway.
Engari, koira te hononga, ko te āhua nei he hononga tino whakahirahira tērā mā tā rātou tima. Looks like that's just a really important connection for the team. Both Cooneys really have some great interplay. Yep. And I mean, when you're siblings, you've got that natural chemistry and it seems to translate well onto the court. Yeah, it does, it definitely does. As we see Bria Craig, who I really like the look of her. She's doing all the little stuff for Waimate, the rebounding, and just kind of igniting the break as we see Cooney, te tuakana. We're just assuming she's the tuakana whānau. You know, you never know. I'll back you. As we now see, it looks like we're going to have te tāpui tuatahi o tō tātou nei kimu. The first substitution for the game, it will be number 9, Kaylin Dudley-Pullman, coming on for Stratford. So early on, the Stratford coach looking to bring some fresh legs into the game and perhaps bring a little bit of a change after a tough start for Stratford. Yeah, just they've had some good looks, and you know they've generated good offense. They just been able to make any shots just yet. So it'll be interesting to see how they go moving forward. I like the way that they have generated good shots. So we'll see how it moves on for the duration of the game. Stratford 9-8. Rapuana I o rātou piro tūtahi o te kimi. Look at their first points of the game. Shot goes up and it drops. Yeah, Kapai. Swan there. Benefit of a short jumper. Driving in. That is lovely work from Emily Cooney. Man, is she putting up some great plays early on in this first quarter. Yeah, nice little hesitation to get the defense to stand up, and she was able to get to the tūrapa. Got a bit of a patu on the upoko there. Makawhiwhi Iai 9-8 with the free throws. Not going to put any sort of commentator's curse on her too early in the day for that. Yeah, bit of a lefty shooter with a strong right-hand drive. Had a conversation yesterday about defending left-handers. They're a lot harder and more difficult because genuinely the population is taha matou. Stratford. Te nama te kaumatahi through Zeta Barber. She goes for the kuruwhiwhi toru. Tino tata. No reira tērā pēr koira te rautaki o ngā kōtiro mai e Taranaki. Looking like that might just be the strategy from the girls from Taranaki. It looks like it's threes, threes, threes.
Yeah, I think the majority of their points, other than their short jumper that they made to start their scoring, they've just kind of thrown up the kuruwhiwhi toru. As you see, a bit of pressure from Waimate, and Stratford handled it pretty well.
Beautiful puru whakau there from number 11. Once more, Zeta Barber. You just get the feeling that we'll be saying that name quite a few times over the next few quarters.
I have noticed that there are certain names that you call more often than not, and she would be definitely one of them for Stratford. As you see the not enough kaha on her maka there. Nice move.
Lovely there from Nama Fitu. That's Briar Craig.
Yeah, she'd be one I assume we'll be seeing a lot of for this Waimate team, as we see the two kōtiro that we just named defending each other. Or in
Te pārai hoki, the rejection there from Craig with a bit of the bookends going on.
And another one.
Goodness me, is there anything she can't do?
Great playoff 2 finish, as we see our first waiheke by Stratford, I believe.
Aira, no reira, mehe mea ko pātai ke tia e au tēnei pātai, ngari mehe mea ko koe te kāko o tēnei tima mai e Taranaki. He aha au whakatēnei tēnā au mātauranga pēr kia whakahika no I a rātou.
I just think they need to slow down. Yeah, they're moving a bit too fast. They're in a bit of a kia tere mode, I think, at Stratford, and I honestly think that's a lot to do with Waimate. They're making them push the ball, so they're playing at a pace that they're probably not used to. Traditionally, Stratford have been a big team, slow it down, work it in the paint, but you know, Waimate look like they just want to run, get out in Uma and play a little bit faster than what Stratford are used to. So if I'm coach, I'm telling us to slow down.
Kore kore, nā te whakahirahira o tēnei kemu e puta nei tau a āhuatanga, no doubt, just because of how important this game is. But in general, just this tournament, as you say, these rangatahi have a real unique opportunity in this week to play, and it's how they can balance that adrenaline with that game plan. How can they find a way to use that excitement and use that energy in a way that doesn't interfere with that strategy? Te tātou ki tāna I te kaiako o Stratford, Ruben Teal, just giving some last words of wisdom to his girls as they get back on the court.
Yeah, and we'll see, I believe, Waimate in their extended pressure, which they've done pretty much from start of this kemu, which is a bit of a staple in the South Islanders, the full court pressure, man-to-man, getting up and in, making teams play a little bit faster. Some teams are pretty good at handling it, others have yet to adjust, but that's the, you know, day 1, day 2 adjustment periods for teams.
Haira, kora tētai āhuatanga kua tākoro Nēnei tima I ngā tima mai o rātou ake rohe, engari he mea nō ki te tākoro I ngā tima mai, ngā kokona e whao te mutu. As you say, these teams have spent the whole season really playing teams in their own regions, but it is making that step outside of what they know, these unfamiliar teams, these unfamiliar schools, and just trying to lock that down. Engari I ki mai koe, he ahua rereke te ahuatanga o etai tima mai te Waipo Namu. You were telling me that there's a little bit of difference between some of the South Island and North Island schools. How pronounced is that kind of change in mindset between the two islands?
I just think it's style of play, coaches' connection, how they, you know, the corridors and rep programs, because a lot of, in Canterbury, I speak for Canterbury because I, you know,
proud Canterbury.
Yeah, well, no, I wouldn't say proud Canterbury. I don't bleed red and black when it comes to Fitu Poro. But just the conversations, the corridor that coaches have, the style of play, you know, we're pretty much on the same page, and the puka puka is the same for us, and we want the same, we want to achieve the same, so we kind of genuinely play the same with your own little twist on it, so it's not all the same, if that makes sense.
Māramana. Tātou ki tāna I ngā makawhiwhi anō kia Waimate starting to open up a little bit of a lead here. Te kauma ono ki te ono, 10 points the gap, now 11 points the gap as that one goes in. Really stringing together some good pressure, and looking to the bench, it looks like te nama whā, that is Bolger, Takuaroha Kau. That is Alia Tagiaya for Waimate, who's been ejected into the game.
As we see that Kōtiro once again, Craig just been a bit of a menace on the offensive tūrapa. And then Barber looking for the hara, but didn't get it from our referee.
Very physical. Kei ngā taha e rua mai a Waimate te nama ono. Emily Cooney mai a Stratford te nama te kaumatahi. Zira Barber, tino kaha, Rauwa e rua. Te whakamahi a Rauwa tinana i a Rauwa kaha. He whakararu i ngā kaiara we're seeing from both teams, specifically number 11 from Stratford, number 6 from Waimate. Really physical play, looking to use their body, looking to use their strength to really put some pressure on that defense. And I think that's something you see a lot from these rangatahi, not afraid to play some physical basketball.
No, and I think a lot of the past, when you have come to these events, the South Island, Te Waipounami, has struggled with the physicality, which we have actually gotten better at as time has gone on, and adapt really well to the physicality. And then also it's the way the referee calls the game too, because it's a completely different game down in the south. The refs are different, the way they call it. It's different how they call it here in Te Papaoia, Te Whanganui Atara, Tamaki. So you have all these referees from all over the country come together, then the style, what they're going to call is so different. So your adaptation as a player, even as a coach, you have to learn, oh, who do we have on our games? What have they called in the past? So you're actually not just studying your opponent, you're studying the referee as well.
Plenty of great learnings for these rangatahi. Koana i ngā mahi ngā hua kako, tēnei kebu mai, tēnei whiako, learning really, as you say, all aspects of the game. And really a growth opportunity. Ia tātou e kite ana, e mātakitaki ana I te kaunga o ngā rangatahi o tēnei rā. Ka hika ka hau, ka hika ka tātou katoa, kia kite kihea e nei tangata haere ai I ngā rā kei te haere, I ngā tau kei te haere. It's just exciting to see the sheer level of talent we have amongst our rangatahi. It just gets you excited for how this game and indeed Aotearoa's basketball as a whole is going to grow in the coming years.
Yeah. Tino nui ngā tauira I noho ana ki America, ki ahi Tareria I Nainang. So, you know, a lot of whānau have seen their children, their tamariki, go to America, play in Australia. So the opportunities now are just endless for our tauira, not just here in Aotearoa, but all over the world now.
Waimate, Moana. E ahua whakanui ana taua āputa as that gap just starts to grow a little bit. Now 13 points in it. We go into Meneti e toru whakamutu no tēnei hau whātuatahi.
Great find there from Cooney to Craig. Cooney-Craig connection. As we see a nice floater there from Namaiwa, Dudley Pullman.
Waimate. Kiana no, driving up the centre of the court, sees their options, looks back for the Kuru Whiwhi, Toru.
Just a little bit too much kaha there from Cooney. Emily Cooney, that is. We might have actually a couple of siblings in here. Brooke Proudfoot, Kayla Proudfoot.
Aira.
Yeah.
Aira. Tēnei whānau. Tēnei Waimate. It's a family affair for Waimate. And also Nicole Cooney playing both assistant coach and manager.
Yeah.
E mihi ana ki aia. Osirai, mihi ana ki ngā kaiako, ngā kaiwhakahaere katoa, o ngā tima katoa kua pai mai ki tēnei kaupapa. Mei kore ake rātou, te kore tēnei kaupapa e tū. Mei kore ake rātou, te taia e enei rangatahi, te tākoro I a rātou ha kina. And a big thanks to all of the coaches and the managers who've come out this week.
Sure.
If it wasn't for them, really, not only would this tournament not be able to go ahead, but these rangatahi would never have the opportunity to play their sport. Yeah,
no, especially in the smaller communities, the smaller kura. I know when I was at a smaller kura, Te Karati or Waihora, Ellesmere College, there's the same thing that we had, kind of a community feel, a whānau feel, because there's such a small place and working through there. So if you don't know where Ellesmere College is, whānau, it's in Leaston.
Oosh.
Yeah.
Kehea Leaston.
Yeah, Kehea. It's actually Te Kura or Dan Carter. So Dan Carter went there before he went to Christchurch Boys. So, yeah.
Yeah, me ponte koro he tangata, he tāmaki tūturu ahau, nō reira kario e te mohi o kei hea ngā wāhi katoa, kei waho I a tāmaki as a true Aucklander. I don't really know where anything is if it's not in the Auckland region. Probably not the best person to have at this nationwide tournament, but I'm honestly getting a geography lesson. This is great.
Yep.
As we see He Tāpui anō, Stratford will be number 7, Macy Whitikia coming on as we near the end of this first quarter. Good bench rotation for both of these teams. Koira te rerekētanga o ngā tima pai ki ngā tima tino pai. Te pēhea te hōhonutanga, te whānuitanga o te pūmanawa kei roto i te tima. That is the difference between good teams and great teams. How much depth of talent do you have in the squad? The star players can play their role, but you need the benches to be able to inject that energy.
Yeah, as we see Barbara here, she's been quite relentless at attacking the hoop. Finally gets a hara called for her so she can get some kurutautuku.
Nice and easy. Brains them both. And He Tāpui anō ko te nama waru. That is Ashley Swan for Stratford. Moreira Stratford. Tite wana ki tō rātou pai. Look into their bench. Lovely drive up the centre there from Cooney once more.
Yeah, so you see one of the proud foots. Yeah. Great charge taken there from Barber. You know, got her body in front, took the hit. As we see a replay there. Yeah, just had her feet set real early. Brooke Proud, sorry, Aroha mai. Kayla Proudfoot. Just kind of got in the way.
Taua kaha anō te kēmu māro, koira te kēmu pai ki ēnei kōtiro, playing a strong, hard game. That is the style that these girls appear to be into.
As we see Namarua Dela Cruz. Reminds me of Cars.
That's a throwback. Oh, we. Ahia tērā whakamauri ai.
Yeah.
And now with Stratford again as we come into the final seconds of this quarter. Mawai, te kōrero whakamutunga. Eki, who's going to have the last say here? Can she get a shot away? He kuru kei te haere mai, te pai wehe rua. Tino tata almost drains it from halfway to finish the quarter. Engari koira te whakamutunga o te haupā tuatahi ko Waimate. E toa ana mate te kaumā rima rua, te kaumā whitu ki te kaumā rua, up 27-12. A good, strong first quarter, but you have to say for Stratford, there were still some positive signs in that.
Yeah, for sure. Like, they had a lot of, well, they need a lot of Zita Barber to continue if they want to get back into this game. She has obviously been the key player for them at attacking the hoop, getting opportunities for her teammates as well. So look to Coach Teal to evolve his offense around her, and then obviously for Waimate, it's just been a bit of a team effort there. You know, Cooney, Craig, Proudfoot, it hasn't just been one person, so love to see the teamwork, you know, the mahitahi for Waimate.
Aira. Engari, koira tētai atu wero i a tātou ki tani a rātou ki te mata as we see Waimate on screen. As you can see, only 9 players in that squad, so doesn't leave them many subs, especially as you get later into the game and that fatigue starts to set in. Stratford with a couple extra players. You just wonder whether that might be a factor as we get later into the game. Yeah,
as you see Summer in the background with the AirPod in, Summer Pay is out with concussion. So, you know, that's a big thing that we'll keep an eye on just to see, you know, they can keep out of foul trouble, because foul trouble is ultimately the one that will kind of put you in a bad position. And as we see, Summer there, unlucky that sustained her concussion on day 1. So we'll see what happens with her moving forward.
Pai ki te tērā, aha koa tētai ia te tākaro keikona ia e tautoko ana I ona koa, still here supporting her mates even though she can't be on the court. And we see Stratford now on screen. Looks like a pretty passionate call there from Ruben Teal. No doubt he'll be trying to bring some energy into his team. Aha koa he uua tērā haupā tuatahi, he roa tonu tēnei kēmu. Ka taia e rātou te whai tētai ara ki toa I tēnei kēmu. He knows it's still a long time to go, and no doubt these girls will be believing there's still plenty of time for them to find a way back into this one.
For sure, exciting times to see what happens here in the second quarter. Just a quick update on our kōtiro in Singapore, our under-16 girls. Unfortunately, tough loss to China, 83-74 last night. If you were awake at 11 o'clock last night, whānau, you would have been watching it, which I was not. Sorry, Liam. And I think they play Syria tonight as well as 11. So shout out to Charles for reminding me about that.
Engari tino hikaka ahau, tino hikaka tātou katoa kia ki te rātou e Takura wana I te ao, just playing on the world stage. And as you say, under 16s, if they weren't away, a lot of these girls would be here.
Yes.
And so that it really is just a display of the depth, as I say, the depth of talent in our rangatahi. Doesn't matter if you're playing for New Zealand, if you're playing at the secondary schools level, it is kaunga across the board.
Aroha mai, it's not Singapore, it's Malaysia.
Oh,
I have a close friend in Malaysia, Ben Ibrahim, bit of a commentator himself.
Karangasu.
Yeah.
Te kuriwhiwhi toru mai te taha MΑORI, tino tata tera mai a te nama rima. That was Sally Cooney. Te taina, putting that one up from the left-hand side, almost getting it to drop, can't quite do so. Naianei Kea Stratford.
Yeah, as we see pressure here from the younger Cooney. Gives it up to Te Tuakana for the layup.
The Cooney to Cooney connection paying dividends for Waimate right now. Koera te hononga o te whānau. Tata ki done a lovely little behind the back there and the push out to the side. We're seeing some fantastic skills from Zita Barber.
Oh,
Me te kuru whiwhi toru mai tā wahi. Te nama rima. Shayla Butler drains it from the top of the arm.
Nice, and the one. Me te tahi. Kuru whiwhi toru me te tahi. As we see the replay. In the right place. Great time the shooter Kuru whiwhi toru is off an offensive rebound.
Honestly, fantastic work there.
She misses the kuru tautuku, but there's Barber for the tūrapa.
Barber, he mahi ana I ngā taha e ruo tēnei kēmu ai kua tino mō rea ana mahi whakaeke engari I aia e ārai ana e tū ana me he pā tū, looking to play both sides. That game's the game really well is number 11 Zita Barber. She's been very dangerous on attack, but when she gets on defense, standing as a bit of a wall at the moment that Waimate just can't quite break.
Yeah, and Barber and Craig, those two are going to be instrumental in like what both teams want. As we see Craig to Cooney for the tūrapa.
Cooney, kōkiri ana,
Oh,
drive
nice
up the middle.
pass.
Beautiful work.
Tino pai. He tino ātahua tērā.
Aira, tautoko e hoa.
Yeah.
Te tāpui kei te haere, the London Oxenham for Stratford coming into the game.
Oh, as we see another short-range jumper there from MāORI Swan, Ashley Swan.
Stratford working their way back into this one. Spirangia hau ki te mōhio, he aha te koro o tō rātou kāko I taua. I taua hauwha. I want to know what their coach was saying in that quarter time, because they've come out with some serious fight.
Yeah, they actually have changed their defense up. If you notice, they're in a 2-3 zone for these last few possessions. As we see Cooney get a rest, well-earned rest. I think this is her first rest.
I believe so.
As we see some pressure here from Waimate.
Perhaps her mum on the sideline putting her foot down and just deciding she needs a little break.
So you see good defense there from Namawha Aliyah.
Te kuru whiwhi toru mai tā wāhi rawa atu. Oh, me te mea nei he MāORI mō tēnei kēmu, playing it like it's just too easy, shooting their threes from a good metre and a half back from the arc.
We're looking like Steph Curry out here. I wouldn't say that. Caitlin Clark.
Aira, paitera.
Shout out to Indiana Fever. I think they won. They beat the Aces. So if you are a WNBA fan, whānau, Fever 1-0 up on the Aces. Bit of a connection for me for the Fever is one of the assistant coaches I worked with a few years ago, Tali Bevilacqua. She's one of the kai whakahaere namarua I te timo Indiana. So, you know, obviously I follow that with more interest than most teams in the WNBA.
Aira. Kore kora te take e tō ana rātou.
So Barber with the kuruwhiwhi toru.
Ooh. The little world tour of the hoop as we see at He Papui Anō. The Stratford, the Nama Te Kau, Ava Stone just waiting to come in here with the game. As we see, get up here, Ma Barber.
Yeah. How's about I didn't know the ref, Amy Lou right there, she goes to my school that I work at. She's a year 13 student at Te Ringo Kahukura.
E hono ana koe ki ngā tāngata katoa I tēnei kaupā. Feels like you have connections everywhere,
yeah,
bro.
I was like, I've seen her before. Yeah. He tino nui ngā toku kura. E rua mano rimarau ngā tauira I haere ki Te Ringo Kahukura.
Aira.
Yeah, so shout out to Amy, shout out to Te Ringo Kahukura.
Aira. Tera pia he wāpai tēnei māku ki te karangatu ki tōku ake kura hoki. Yep. Ngā tamatoa tamaki. As many of you will know, because I was insufferable talking about it yesterday, I am a grammar old boy. They are here at this tournament. Luckily for you guys, I'm not commentating any of their games, so you won't have to deal with my bias. But
yep. I
feel like I need to match that with a shout out of my own.
Yep.
And I don't want to sound like I'm leaning one way or the other here, but I feel like they could be strong favourites in this tournament.
Yeah, as Coach Lindsay Tate caught it, just actually saw him on the way in. He's looking forward to his boys, and obviously day 2 is something that is an important time for AA schools because you're starting to get the gist of where your pool and how your pool is setting out. Whānau, if you are in Te Papaoia, haere mai, ki te whare o Fly Palmy Arena, check it out. Your first time here, Toby?
Aira, yeah. Wā tuatahi. First time, actually my first time in Palmy.
First time in Palmy?
First time in Palmy.
Might need to talk to your old kaiako, Neitana.
Neitana, ro, karangatu ki aia, he mea kei te whakarongo koe matua, kau e whakatuka mai taku wetu reo, please do not correct my grammar, I know it's not great. I'm sorry.
He might have to show you around if he's here, if he's around.
Wouldn't mind that. I know he's got a bit more money now that he's DP at all.
Oh, yeah, ka pai. Oh, tūmaki tuarua, e hoa.
Kia tātou ki tani te taihara. A little bit strong there, looking for that intercept.
Anticipated the maka there, but just kind of stepped behind. And I believe that's number 3.
Aira.
Yeah. Hara number toru.
I ki te ahau, I ahau e mātakataki ana tētai kemu I ngā nahi. I etai tima āhua whakararu ana ki ngā hara. I saw a couple of teams when I was commentating a game yesterday just struggling with that foul count.
Yep.
Often that can come into the game when you're playing with as much adrenaline and as much excitement as the rangatahi are.
Yeah.
You can get a little bit ahead of yourself and those fouls can start to stack up, and so it's really important they find a way ki te whakatau I a rātau anō to settle themselves down and just find the rhythm that doesn't let that count get away on them. Yeah,
no, they just have to be a bit more disciplined. Like I said earlier in the broadcast, players have to adapt to refs because all refs are different. They see the game differently, and it depends on, you know, what rohe you're from, I rote te motu, it is ref differently across Aotearoa, so even across the world. And even in Asia is so different to Oceania. The different interpretations, different rules, but at the end of the day, it's all the orite tonu, basketball is basketball, right? But it's just interpreted differently by referees and how they see the game. So.
Ki tane ia Waimate. Āta. Whakawana I a rātou ko whiringa. Just weighing up the options there and driving in was number 5.
Young Kip Cooney, that's Sally Cooney.
Perhaps a little bit of a whakapaipai kei Wainganui I ngā tuahine e rua. Perhaps a little bit of a competition going on here between the sisters.
Yep.
No doubt they'll be comparing their stat lines at the end of the day.
Yes. Whānau, just some score updates because we can see the other courts. Westlake boys up on Horomaka, Hillmorden High School, 34-14. As I say that, Westlake just get another layup. And Takura Kaupapa Māori o Ruamata over there against Wellington College. Takura Kaupapa Māori o Ruamata up 46-38.
Kora tētai mea singo pai, ko ki te tātou I ngā kura kaupapa Māori e tū kaha ana
Yeah,
i ngā rākua hipa. We've seen all of the kura kaupapa Māori really standing up against, you know, some of the bigger schools. Really fantastic to see them really, you know, imprinting their mark on this tournament.
Yeah, and, you know, tino puka-mahi ngā kura I ngā wiki e roa, nā te mea I tērā wiki ngā whakataitau mani kōrero I Whanganui. And I know, you know, the kura, they have a very prominent presence at Mani Kōrero e Kapaka, so last week would have been a bit of a busy one for them, for the kura. We have about, I would say 6 or 7 kura here, as well as they would have represented their rohe at Mani Kōrero last week.
Aira. Me te tū etahi o rātau ki te koroneihanga, I tērā atuiki, te rātu atuiki. A few of these kura kaupapa also travelled to Koroneihana a couple of weeks ago to perform kapahaka I nui te kuini. O reira hea, tērā pēr hea hua wangawanga ake taua mahi ki tēnei whakataitai. That might have been good preparation to deal with the nerves before this tournament.
As I was saying on the broadcast, one of the boys from Christ College, he actually stood last week for Christ College in the Korimako section, senior English, so Ihaka Kate. He's obviously head boy at that kura as well, so he tino nui ngā pōtai for that tauira.
Tātou ki te ana I tētahi tāpui. Stratford making a sub. That's Blake Bolger coming onto the field in the number 4 singlet. Engari, ko taiwa āputa e whakanui tonu ana. That gap just continuing to grow now. 27 points. Te rua te kau mā whetu te rerekētanga kei Wainganui I nei tima.
It kind of just crept up on us a little bit, the score, didn't it?
Aira, having too much fun talking about all the other kura and Manu Kōrero, we almost forgot that the game was going on.
As we see Proudfoot there with the finish, Kayla Proudfoot. I think her Taina is playing as well. Brooke, number waru.
Aira, e tātou e kite ana. Me mihi atu kia Zita Barber, kaorea no ia kia whakawhiti kia noho ki te pae, engari kei te tākaro tere tonu ia. Zita Barber yet to take a seat on the bench for the entirety of these 2 quarters, and yet she is still playing some seriously quick basketball. Yeah,
no, I do like the way she plays. She's super aggressive on both ends of the floor, so good to see her just compete.
Proudfoot looking for the little jump shot, can't quite get to land, and
gets
the
her
rebound.
own two-dupper. Almost got her second one.
Te pārai nā te nama ono Emily Cooney with the rejection on that layup.
Just great anticipation. It's kind of didn't allowed her to get past, and then kind of came from behind and used her athleticism to get the block.
Moana, Iana Kuwhiringa, weighing up her options. Thought about the shot there for a second, engari ai ki Kaiwa Wawi haere, no trouble there.
I think that was Brooke. No, Nama Iwa? Nama Waru. Nama Iwa.
He mai uhu tēnei e te whānau. It's not easy to see all these numbers e te whānau. Please go easy on us. Giving it a good shot. Probably should have brought my glasses. You see Zita Barber driving through the middle.
She's just been relentless at attacking the hoop, and here she is there with the defense on Cooney. Almost forces the turnover, whereas Waimate will have 2 seconds to get the shot, the pass over halfway. It was on 17. There we go.
Here, Rato. How can they get this done?
Yeah, as we see
bomb.
Cooney, oh, nice.
Gets it over. Waimate driving through.
Ooh, kapai, tino pai rau atu Brooke Cole. That is Kayla Proudfoot during the hara.
Lovely work there. Ahua kurupiro ke raro I te tūpohu engari mahi pai ia ki te whiwhi te ki ngā maka whiwhi. Got caught in a little bit of a jam there under the hoop, but as you say, does well to win the free throws. Drains the first. Second one a little bit long. Tūrapa Nā Stratford I mai nei e whakahoki ana, looking to return
Nice
through
crossover.
Dudley Pullman.
Unlucky. Did all the hard work. Just couldn't manage to finish the little short floater as we see Edison Fitikia.
E tāpui anō kei te haere ko Ashley Swan. Whakawhiti ana mā Fitikia coming off. After that one will be Ashley Swan taking her place on the court.
Yeah. Hara Namatoru, Edison Fitikia.
Te whiu ki taua taha maui, driving into the middle, number
Nice.
10.
Just a little bit of a right to left. Mato Maui.
Kayla Proudfoot putting in some serious hard yards for her team at the moment. Aho roa rawa I taua wā. Reira kia Waimate anō. Te maka pare, the lob over the top, looking for number 6, Cooney. Couldn't quite pull it in on that occasion, but we can see a real aspect of this Waimate game. Tino tere rātou ki te whakawhiti mai, te ārai ki te whakaeke. Tino whakararu ana I ngā kaiārai o Stratford. They've been so strong in transition.
Yeah.
Getting off the back foot onto the front foot, really
Nice.
causing some problems for the Stratford defence.
Nice finish there from Barber. Going at a speed and just had a nice little touch with the floater there. As we see Proudfoot looking to drive. Unlucky, just kind of lost the handle a little bit there was Namaiwa. It's quite hard to look at those numbers, whānau. No, Namawaru, that's the other Proudfoot.
Oh, we. He mea ua ki te ngā nama, he mea ua ake ki te mohi o ko te hea tuahine. It's difficult to see the numbers, even more difficult to know which sister we're looking at.
Yeah. And sometimes the long hair kind of covers the back of the number as well.
It does.
Yeah.
Doesn't make our job any easier that all 4 of the sisters on the court are putting in some serious shifts here, and we're having to say their names quite a bit.
Yep.
No doubt. Assistant coach and manager Nicole Cooney will be very happy with the performances her girls are putting in at the moment. Engari koera tētahi āhuatanga o ngā tima mai ngā kura āhua itiake I ētai wā, he itiake te tima, he itiake ngā kai whakahaere hoki. Sometimes you'll see that from the teams from perhaps smaller schools, from perhaps smaller regions like Waimate, smaller teams and smaller support staff. So you won't see quite as many coaches, quite as many assistants, but it's amazing what they can do with the little that they have. They don't quite have as many resources as some of the bigger schools like Stratford, but the talent that they have and the commitment that they have to their sport, it's amazing to see the outcomes that they can attain.
Yeah, for sure. And then no doubt these 9 kōtero that are standing on the court for Waimate definitely play touch. Nete poro, you know. Fitu poro.
Kaore, kore. Tera pia ko Zita Barber hoki tera I etahi wā. Zita showing some serious physicality as well, driving again.
Yeah, she's just been relentless at attacking the hoop. As we see the Waimate bench having a conversation about what's happening.
Looks like Summer Pay didn't enjoy that one. As we hear some serious hype coming in from the far court. Kura tētai hatu āhuatanga o tēnei whakataitai nā te mea he maha ngā kōti I te MΑORI te kei te taha o rātau anō, because there are so many courts in the same room next to each other. You get all of the noise, all of the hype from all of the courts just kind of blending together, and the atmosphere here is honestly so much fun.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. It's just a different animal, as we see a nice steal there by number Ono London Oxum. It's a bit of a physical play there. Good job at keeping her balance. Oh, I think there was almost like a proud foot to a proud foot there.
Trying to think of a bad dad joke, but I can't quite do it.
Yeah, that's a tough one, eh?
Kore papai e tētahi o Maiwa. So that one of us will be able to figure it out.
Number 4, Blake Bolger into the game for Stratford with the short jumper miss, but it's been a little bit messy here for Stratford over the last few possessions, as we see Barber Did all the mahi, but didn't get the treats on that one. One of us had to say that.
It had to be done. It had to be done.
We are in the hometown of William Wairua, so...
E whakahore ana I taua tangata. Engari, koe rā te whakamutunga o te haurua tuatahi. That is the end of the first half. Waimate e toa ana mā te toru te kau. Rima te kaumatahi ki te rua te kaumatahi. Waimate up by 30, 51-21 over Stratford. Really strong half basketball from both teams. Engari, kaua e tā wāhi e te iwi. Don't go far. Ka hoki mai ākua nei ki te haurua tuarua.
I'm Andrea from Chemist Warehouse, and we're so excited to be here to launch the initiative Hoops in Schools. We so hope our tamariki enjoy basketball as much as we do. I like my free hat!
Hi, my name is Riley, and I like these hoops because it's a great opportunity for us to learn how to play basketball. Hoops because everyone has fun, and then thank you Chemist Warehouse, thank you basketball. Thank you Chemist Warehouse!
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
This isn't about long-distance calling, technology, or living overseas.
Do I have one more bid? Thank you.
We're going to go once. We're going twice.
And we are sold to the Kiwi phone bidder from Manchester.
It's about Bailey's finding buyers that others can't.
Sport is about more than just the game. It's about going from teammates to best mates. It's the high fives and helping hands. It's learning when to back yourself or back your buddies. It's actually being excited to get out of bed early on a Saturday. Sport is about more than just the game. That's why Caltex is proud to help fuel school sports.
It's time for action. We are working to reduce the impacts of climate change, side by side, with nature, with each other, through research, investment, and practical innovation. Because nature is not a resource, it's a collaborator. Nativa, leading with nature.
Oh, why are you ruining it for, Joe? Hurry up, come back here.
No, just because you're not tall enough to get on the top.
Tēnā tātou tiwi nau mai hoki mai. Ki te papaioia ki tēnei te haurua tuarua o tō tātou nei kēmu. Tuatahi o te rā. Kia ora everyone and welcome back to the second half of our first fixture for the day. We have Waimate leading Stratford 51. Rua te kau, oh my goodness, rima te kau mātai ki te rua te kau mātai. E harahau I te tangata pāngarau. Not much of a mathematician there, iwi forgetting how to count. Engari, I mua I te timanga o te tātou nei kēmu kia mihi atu. Ki ngā kai tautoko o te kaupapa nei. Just before we get underway, feels right to thank all of our amazing sponsors, major partner Foot Locker, our broadcast partner Whakaata MāORI, the host association Basketball Manawatu, and of course to the venue Central Energy Trust Arena in Palmy, our funding partners NZ Community Trust, 4Wims and the Lion Foundation, and then our partners Sport New Zealand, Moulton, Bailey's, New Zealand Carbon Farming, Caltex, Apollo Projects, Sport Manawatu, Glory League, GJ Gardner, Palmerston North City Council, Inspire Net and New Zealand Sport Collective. Nei kore ake rātou, e kore tēnei kaupapa e tū, no reira e mihi kauana kia rātou katoa. If it was not for them, this kaupapa would just not be able to go ahead. So we do thank them for all of their amazing support. O te rā, he whakamaumahara ki a koutou katoa. He maha ngā kēmu kei te haere I tēnei rā miharo. So many amazing games still to come today. 4 to 12 games per day live on the Whakaata Māori YouTube channel across 4 courts, including the AA finals, which will be live on TV. Nō reira e te iwi kia hikaka mā ngā rā kei te haere. Get ready for some fantastic basketball to come up over the next few days. Engari, ia tātou ki te ana I Stratford e hui ana. Ko te wero ki a rātau I naia nei, me pēhea rātau e whai pētai whakautu ki tēnei tima mai a Waimate. How can they find an answer to this Waimate team?
Yeah, they really just need to slow down, but handle the pressure also. Like when you watch the game a little bit closely, Barbara has had opportunities to finish around the rim. She's just missed those easy ones, as has her teammates throughout the game. So if they were to hit 4 or 5 of them through that game, that you're looking at a different story, you're looking at a different scoreline.
Tātou ki te ana Ia Waimate. Kōkina te wainganui ahua wa tau mā maka.
And just in those little things, right? Like you look at Waimate in the first half, those passes there, those 50-50 passes, they were getting those and they were converting them into points, whereas Stratford kind of weren't getting those opportunities. They were losing the 50-50 battle. So hopefully they can turn that around.
Aira koira te wero mā rātau. Engari nai nei Waimate. Through Sally Cooney. Kua kite tātou I ngā Cooney e rua. E tū ana mehe pau. Mā tā rātau tima I ahua whakahaere ana. Ngā whakaekinga. We've seen both Coonies in the first couple quarters working as pillars for their team, really directing that Waimate offense. It'll be interesting to see as we get later into the game and we start to look more to the benches, how that Waimate strategy will change up.
Yeah, as we see Oxy there, unlucky to get called for the foul. Just a bit overzealous in the closeout. Didn't probably need to go as hard, and which gave the opportunity for, I believe that's Kayla Proudfoot, to go to the line for 2 kuru tautuku. Aroha mai whānau. Ooh, it's early. It's still early.
Aira. Kei hea te kawhi.
Yeah, ai. Tika tō kōrero. As we see Craig with the offensive tūrapa and the nice mucker there down to Proudfoot, who converts the layup.
Lovely work. And that one to drop. Now Stratford looking to come back once again. Through Zita Barber. Ko ia te whetū pāreke o tōna tima I ngā hauwha timatanga. We saw her really the standout player for her team in the opening quarters. No doubt we'll be seeing much of the same. Kare no ia kia haere ki te pai. Nō reira, tera pia ko te wero mā ia, ko te wero māna mā tōna tima hoki me pēhea rātau e whakatāi aia.
Yeah, unlucky there, Craig missing the easy layup and then getting the offensive tūrapa, as we saw Proudfoot there go for a little dive. Great anticipation from Craig, unable to finish. Good defense and wall up by Barber, who's downhill to oxing him.
Ahua kaha I taua wā.
Great defense from Craig. Really have like the look of Craig and Cooney as we see the connection there. They really look like they've played a lot of basketball together.
Aira. Engari koira te honunga o ēnei rangatahi katoa. Koira te rereketanga o te poi tūpohu o ngā kura. Hari te mea, he kai tākoro noa ēnei rangatahi. Te hoa hoki, as you say. That's the difference with these school teams.
Yep.
They're not just teammates, they are friends. They've grown up together, they go to the same schools, and they know each other so well. And you see era honunga, those connections just playing out so easily.
Yeah, obviously I actually think I've seen them play reps as well for South Canterbury. So I might be wrong, but that's just what it is.
The mighty South Canterbury, that is. Te kuru whiwhi toru mai te taha matau ahua kaharawa. As we see, he tāpu ia no mā Stratford will be te nama whetū Macy Whitukia coming into the game. Early in this quarter, Stratford already looking to their bench.
So I'm just doing a bit of a research here from Waimate. Population, 3,590 people.
Eti tonu kia hau nei nā te mea no tāmaki me kaurua hau. He mea, he harawhia rei te mea.
3,000. What's that? One school?
Yeah, it's about
It's a Takura, Itamaki.
It's probably about one line of townhouses the way the Auckland's going at the moment.
Oh, yeah. So shout out to Waimate.
Aira, e tū kahana. The Atamira Nui standing up on the big stage. Lovely work from Zita Barber, driving in to turn the jump shot. Can't quite get it to drop, as now, once more, te nama whitu Briar Craig. E whakahaere ana I tōna tima I tēnei wā, really directing her team in these opening minutes. Beautiful work there.
Yeah, Craig there getting the offensive tūrapa, which forces Stratford to call their second Waiheke. I'm just doing some research on Waimate. Yeah. I have driven past that district a fair amount of times on my way to Ōtepoti. So
Aira tāua. O ai ki tēnei ipurangi he rawe ngā ropere mai reira. This website highlighting just how good the strawberries are from Waimate.
Yes,
so perhaps if any Waimate strawberry growers are listening and you want to support this kaupapa, maybe sponsor your team, happy to get you involved. Te hia tātou ki te ana i etahi o ngā kai mā takitaki ne ngā whānau hoki piwari rau atu, as we see on our screen some of the families of these girls. It's amazing to see ngā hapori e tautoko ana I ngā kaitaka, all the communities that support all of our players. And all of the teams as well, when they're not playing, getting around and watching the other schools play. Ko te taumata o te tautoko, te wairua pai I tēnei kaupapahi mihoro tērā.
I have just got confirmation from Jacob Mulholland that Kayla, Brooke, Emily, Sally, Bria, Aaliyah all played for South Canterbury reps.
Strong team.
Yeah. So shout out Jacob. He's an ex-UC student, so yeah.
Goodness me, e ono, toko ono, ngā tangata I tēnei tima, e tūana mātaua tima. 6 out of the 9 players for that team. That is a seriously strong
So they
lineup.
have played a lot of basketball together. Hence why you see the connection and the way that they just move together, and it shows that, you know, not just with school basketball, but the rep basketball program. I know that Jacob does a great job for South Canterbury, and you know, he's been there for a while now. If you can give me how many years you've been working with that program, Jacob, that would be awesome, so I can give you a shout out.
Don't know if he wants to give his age away. Ngā makawhiwhi kia Stratford, te nama whetu, number 7, Macy Whitikia, taking the free throws. So we see both Whitikia sisters on the court at the moment. Those family connections continuing to play out on both sides. Drains it.
This one's probably a little bit easier to spot the difference because they have different shoes on as well. So, yeah.
Aira. Pai tērā. Ngā Macy hoki. He rereke te pai o ngā hu e rua, te kakariki me te karaka. Lovely to see the 2 coloured shoes as well. She's got green on the left and orange on the right. New style, but I don't mind it.
So Jacob can confirm. Since 2021, he's been working for South Canterbury Basketball. So, yeah.
Rangatahi tonu.
Te mutunga o te nohonga o te wānanga. So after his wānanga, his Canterbury UC days, as we see Proudfoot there with a nice finish.
Te tiri whakau. He tāpui kei te haere anō mā Stratford. Stratford with another substitution to come. Ava Stone just waiting to get onto the court. So Stratford looking to their bench to whakamahi ana I te hōhunutanga o te pū manawa kei tō rātou pai, looking to use the depth of talent that they do have on the sideline to try and find a difference. As you see, beautiful drive in under the hoop there from number 10.
Nice way to protect the ball too. She looked like a rugby player. Just some score updates. Whānau, Westlake boys up on Horomaka, 61-26. And they have about 7 minutes to go in the third. And over on the far court that we can see Wellington Cole has come back against Takura Kaupapa Māori o Roa Mata, 66-58 to Roa Mata. So we see a little bit of a save there.
Aira.
Yeah, they are actually, they were the single A champions last year at Roa Mata. So they've made the move up to the AA.
Whakamohi o mai ana te kai whakahaere o tēnei pāpāhotanga kei hea tōna tautoko. Producer of this broadcast, just letting us know where his loyalties lie well and truly with the boys from Ruamata.
Yeah. No te rohe o Rotorua.
Aira. Rotorua e tūkaha nei tēnei wiki e rua ngā kaupapa Māori mai I taua taonu.
Yes, and our next one is Takura kaupapa Māori o Te Koutu, who are the defending girls champions, I believe.
Aira. I te mātakitaki ahau I te tima tāne mai taua kuru una nahi I tākarona I a menzies kaha hoki rātou. I was watching the boys team play menzies yesterday, so it's great to see Te Koutu bringing some serious strength in both competitions. Really making a good stand for ngā kura kaupapa Māori o Aotearoa. Te kuru whiwhi toru mai te tope. Ahua rorawa.
Aroha mai, I got that wrong. Aquinas are the defending boys champions in single A, which they now have moved up to AA. They beat Ngā Taiatea Wharekura last year, and Te Kuro Te Koutu girls are the defending champs.
Te kotahi piro hoki.
2 years ago, Ruamata won 2 years ago.
Keep it coming.
Aroha mai to Aquinas.
Inaia nei, Waimate, mahi ana ki taua taha, MΑORI looking to work it up that left-hand side through number 8, Brooke Proudfoot. Puts it out to the side, thought she might have a look at the three-pointer there, looks to pass, nice. Lovely intercept from Fitikia.
Yeah, draws the hudder on Brooke Proudfoot.
Ko ngā Fitikia e rua e tūkaha ana I tēnei wā, mā Ko Raiwa Tima, both of the Fitikias standing up at the moment for their team. Not sure we've actually seen either of them sub so far this quarter because they have been bringing some serious heat to the game.
I think Addison has had to sit because of foul trouble. And that's young Addison Fitikia there who's made her way to the Kurutautuku.
Te tuku, ākua taka, pura tētahi āhuatanga, tino arohaina e au, te wahangu o ngā kai mātakitaki I ngā kai kuru e kuru ana. I love to see that. I'm a golfer myself, surprise, surprise, Aucklander who plays golf. And I do love to see the respect that the crowd has every time those free throws are getting lined up. Absolute silence.
Yeah, wait till you get to the playoffs.
Can't wait to see it. Not sure my golf brain will be able to compute.
As you see, a nice screen set there by Namarua Dela Cruz.
Te kuru whiwhi toru. Tino tapa. O reira, ko ngā tima e rua I tēnei hauwhātua toru. Tino hīkaka. Tino maia ki te tuku I aua toru piro. Both teams in this third quarter showing plenty of eagerness and willingness to put up those threes.
Yeah, Stratford have come out the better of the two teams here in the second half. So whatever Coach Teo had, the message has been well heard by his kōtiro.
Te kuru whiwhi toru anō, ki te nama whātera. Alia Pangiaia, e tuku ana I ngā toru piro mai, ngā kokone e whao te kōti I tēnei wā. That is number 4 for Waimate, putting up those threes from all over the place. As you see, he tāpui kei te haere, Mā Stratford. Another substitution coming up for Stratford, well and truly using the depth of talent they have on their bench to continue their momentum.
And I see Cooney's coming back in for Waimate as well, so the older Cooney.
She was allowed a rest in the end, but only for a couple minutes, and then she's straight back in.
I think this pace here that Stratford, as I say that, they turn the ball over, has been a lot better for them instead of the fast-moving one that Waimate like to play. I think, you know, Stratford have done a better job at looking after the ball and they've generated some good looks. They just haven't made them.
Aira. I reira. Te hononga I reira ngā mahi engari kale no rātou kia whai I ngā ara ki te whiwhi piro.
Yeah, good job there by Barber, sorry. Yeah, staying with it. Barbell.
Whakate maui ahau ki te tima o Westlake. Ko etahi o rātou e mau ana I ngā pōtai Coco me ngā goggles.
Yes.
Not quite sure what's going on there.
I do have the story behind that. Yeah.
Kamarama mai.
So, as you know, some teams that come to this, you have rookie stuff. Like Rosmini, if you're a rookie, you know the rookies in Rosmini because they shave their head.
Yes.
Yeah. You being from Tamaki, you might have heard that one. So, Miles Pierce gave me the story behind the swim caps. They are the rookies that they have to show up to every game with a swim cap and goggles. That is their rookie duties for the whole duration of the week. So if you see some swim caps and goggles on Westlake girls, that is why. They are the rookies. First years.
Aroha nā hau ki etahi o ngā tikanga o enei kura. Love the traditions from some of these kura.
I know Tauranga girls has a curly wig one, colourful one.
Ai, ki te hau i etahi o rātau ina nahi. Oh,
Shirley boys, they have a Spartan, like they actually dress up like a Spartan. Because that's their mascot. So, yeah.
E pirangi ana nā hau ki te mohi o ihea te enei mea tīmata ai. I just want to know where these things started. Who was the first person who decided a swim cap was going to be the best thing?
I can actually, I'll find that out and then we'll discuss it moving forward.
Tino i kakahui nai, and I can't wait to actually find out where the heck it came from.
Yeah.
Ki tātou ki tāna i ngā makawhiki kia Waimate ko te nama whetu Briar Craig standing up the free throw line. Tū kaha ia I tēnei hau whātua toru, a strong performance thus far from her in the third quarter. You really got to say she's been the standout since the halftime break.
Yeah, no, she's been very instrumental in what Waimate have done throughout the course of the game. She's been instrumental in rebounding, running the floor, outlets. As we see the Kurutautuku missed by Namarua. Dela Cruz.
Te tuku ki te koko nā terapia e kuru whiwhitoru kei te haere. Oh, aira, kua tuku, ata. Ia hau e rongo ana ki te kōti kei tā wāhi, te kura kaupapa Māori o Ruamata. Mai koe. E whakamahi ana I tētahi taonga puoro. I love to hear te kura kaupapa on the far court. Every time they get a bucket, they've got a taonga puoro.
Yes.
And it is bringing some serious energy to really the whole building, because when they blow it, you can hear it from all over the place.
I was wondering what that was, and we have headphones on, so I can, yeah. E rongo au e rā mea.
Aira, ro te kaha o taua tima. Me ngā kai, mā takitaki ngā kai tautoko kua mauria mai e tahi poi. Really bringing it all. We've got the Tonga Puoro, they got the poi. You have to say, so far, I'd say they'd be my favourite support group.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, ki te tāne e mahi o te Tonga Puoro.
Ahua nei te hea Tonga tia.
I roti te
Aira.
Te pōtai? Ai.
Not too sure which. It looks like he's got a conch shell. All about kai whakarongo. He's wearing a t-shirt that says Te Tāne Te Kaumā Toru, the 13th man.
Oh.
Love that. I've seen some support crews, but I'm yet to see a fully organised support team for any of these schools. So it looks like Te Kura Kaupapa have actually got that one sorted out.
As we see Craig here attack the hoop, draw the hutter. Really like her style of play. You know, looks like a good athletic body and knows how to use her body.
Aira. Te ahua nei, koinei te mai whakamutunga o tēnei hau whā. Looks like this might be the last play of the game. Not sure there'll be time for Stratford to get a shot away.
Actually, the recorded time for a catch and shoot is 0.4 of a second. Yeah.
We'll see it this time.
Yeah, so you can actually catch the ball and shoot it with 0.4 left. That's the maximum amount of time you can position and shoot.
How quickly can Stratford get the ball in the air? Tuku.
Not a dribble and a spin for 1 second though.
Engari koera te whakamutunga o tēnei hauwha tuatoru. That's the end of the third quarter. A strong showing from Stratford actually.
Yep.
Waimate e tua tonu ana mā te toru te kau mā ono. Waimate still up by 36, 65-29. luckily I got my numbers right on that occasion. Engari, ia tātou e titiruana ki te tima o Stratford. Ētahi tangata e whakamahi ana I te tio. We see some players icing up some war wounds. Really physical game thus far.
Yeah, yesterday I did take notice in a few people getting bad cramps as well. So as we see Coach Teal giving last-minute instructions, well, I wouldn't say last-minute, but instructions to his kōtiro in this break time.
Tino koi hoki ona makawe, sharp trim too. We've seen that from, as you say, we've seen some interesting hairstyles from some of the rangatahi, but we've also seen some very clean trims.
Yeah, we have.
I ki te hau te koutu ina nahi ētahi o ngā kaitāko mai I taua kura e mau ana I ngā makawe whero. I think one of the boys from Te Koutu had actually gone with a red dye job on his mop yesterday. Not quite sure whether that's a rookie tradition or whether he's just having a bit of fun. Ia tātou ki te ana I ngā kaitākaro o Westlake. Kei te mata we see the Westlake players on screen. He wā pai tēnei ki te whakamohio atu ki a koutou. He mea ki te pirangi koe ki te mohio. Kei te aha tātou e hati ana ki tēnei whakataitai ki te wā mā tērā. The Ipurangi or BBNZ. If you guys want to keep up with the action, know what's going on here, BBNZ website, www.nz.basketball with all of the results and info, and on social media as well. Follow the BNZ Facebook page, Instagram or Twitter, I believe it's X actually these days, @BasketballNZ, and tag us in your posts and hashtag SSNATS to get amongst it.
That got me yesterday, the Twitter, and I was like, it's not Twitter anymore, it's X.
It's the mahi of Elon.
Just to confirm, I do have the backstory, a little bit of a backstory on the old goggles and the
swim.
Yeah. Super manager Cat Wells obviously was my manager for the Junior Tour Ferns, filled me in that it was senior discussions with herself in terms of like what would be funny, and obviously it's probably one of my favorite ones actually, to be honest. And they decided that swim caps and goggles was the way to go.
That's the way to go.
Yeah.
Tērā pēr he ahua ngā wari ake ngā tikanga kua hangaia e ngā kai ako ki ngā kai tākaro. Perhaps a little bit easier on the traditions if it's made by the coaches rather than the players.
Yeah, it was a bit of a player, Lily Futu as well, and EK Schroeder. So
team discussion.
Team discussion.
Team decision. These important strategy meetings you've got to have before these big whakataitai.
Yeah.
Te kuru whiwhi toru mai a Stratford. Stratford have put up more and more threes.
Just a little bit awkward there as Proudfoot and Cooney were running in the same lane, but managed to find Cooney for the reverse.
Te kuru peke.
Nice.
MΑORI noa nā te nama iwa.
Dudley Pullman.
Aira.
And that's been the real difference. Stratford haven't made too many of those shots. They have generated a lot of those shots. Waimati, on the other hand, they've made those shots. So it's all well and good and saying, yeah, they made shots, they haven't made shots, but at the end of the day, basketball is about making shots.
Aira. You see Westlake with the breakaway on the far court, and their kuru topa. Big dunk going down just at the top of your screen there.
Yeah, Westlake boys, I believe. There's been a few big dunks.
Aira, they've been going for it.
I saw some real good ones yesterday as well. Whew. Day one always has the best dunks, whānau, because the legs are fresh.
Yeah, ka ahua pōturi ake e tahi o ēnei rangatahi I ngā rā kei te haere. As we see Cooney, ngā makawhiti tuatahi o tēnei hauwha. Engari, Stratford with the tūrapa, getting in there quick was number 6, London Oxenham. And again looking for the three, nō reira kore koira te rautaki mā Stratford tēnei wā, tukuanga I ngā kuru whiwhi toru.
Unlucky there from Craig. Here is the younger Cooney. Yeah, just unlucky there, a bit of a push there from young Sally Cooney.
Nō reira, hera pēr tētai e rātau te toi tēnei kēmu, engari ko te mea nui mā Stratford nai nei me pēhea rātau e whai ngā hua pai mai tēnei hauwha tuawha, mai tēnei whiako. This game perhaps a little bit out of reach for Stratford now, but there's still plenty of time for them to find some good outcomes and carry some positivity into their next game.
Oh, 100%. You know, I'd be disappointed in they haven't made shots, but I wouldn't be too disappointed at the shots that they've generated. If they go back, watch the film, you know, they would see that, man, if we'd made these shots here and there, you know, Waimate may not have made their shots. So a lot of positives to come out of the game for Stratford as they move forward and deeper into the tournament.
Aira, tautoku I tērā. Engari koira, te āhuatanga o tēnei kēmu, aha ko he rereketanga iti I etahi wā, koira te rereketanga o te kēmu. Sometimes it's only the small differences, but those do make the game.
Yes.
And even in a game like this, where it has felt honestly pretty even, mai tērā taha ki tērā taha back and forth, but that scoreline, again, as you say, reflecting a much bigger difference. And it is just coming down to that finishing for Stratford as they put up a kuruwhiwhi toru anō. Like,
you look at the kuruwhiwhi toru that they've generated, they haven't been wide open. As we see a foul there by Oxenham, as we see number 15, Madison Macy, sorry. Macy? Yeah, Macy McCowan, about to check in.
Tātou ki te hoki ana I te pai o Waimate me te harikoa. Te kai whakahaere me te kaiako, as we just saw a shot there of the Waimate bench, and unsurprisingly, looks like Coach Ruby Cochrane and assistant coach / manager Nicole Cooney very happy with what they've seen, and they should be. Yeah, for sure. They will good positioning too for playoffs as we move closer to playoffs for this grade, with the final happening on Iterapari Thursday. Yeah. Iterapari. Yeah. My days are all blending into one. Yeah. Ko tēnei te rā tuarua, te rātu, o tēnei whakataitai. Aira, koira te mea nui kua mātakitaki taua tātou I te toko maha o ngā kēmu pairo atu. Engari koinei te rā tuarua noiho. We've seen so many amazing games, and we're only on day 2. We've got 4 or 5 days still to come. It really is just such a plentiful week when it comes to some great sport on display, as we see driving into the middle of Waimate, brought down Engari Nohara. As we see Tāpui kei te haere mā Stratford, it'll be Riley McClung in the 14 singlet coming on for her team. See what energy she can bring in the closing stages of this final quarter. Actually, just looking at our pool play, Waimate will finish second in their pool after this win, with Takura kaupapa Māori o Te Koutu yet to play, but obviously they beat Waimate early in the tournament, so yesterday. So Waimate will move to second place, will finish in second place in this pool. Aira. Nice finish there. The little slide at the end as well. And now Stratford through number 6, London Oxenham. Kua tuia, hei pau mā tōna tīmai tēnei hauwha, tuawha, ahua kānara. Whakahaere ana I a rātai whakaekinga. We've seen Oxenham in this final quarter stand up as a pillar for that offense. Bit of a colonel, bit of a general, kind of leading her team, and she's done a very good job of it. Yeah, just looking at the results, Waimate will actually play the winner? No, third place. Don't actually know how the draw works. Lovely kuru whakau there from Cooney. That is what we believe to be te taina, number 5, Sally Cooney. She has been nailing those kuru whakau I tēnei hauwha tuawha, getting those layups to drop in from both sides of the glass. E tāpui anō ko te ngama whitu. E uru anō ki te kēmu ko Macy Whitikia once more. She had a brief rest on the bench, and coach has got her straight back in the action. It will be Oxenham with a well-deserved break. So aroha mai whānau. Waimate will play third place in Pool B, because this is Pool A. Right up. Which would be the winner of Te Aroha Opanaki. Ahua whiwhiwhi ki te maramai I nei pepa. A little bit hard to decipher these sheets sometimes. Yeah, it takes me a while, whānau, but I get there in the end. There's a lot of times and a lot of team names and a lot of colours, and it all just gets a little bit confusing. Yeah. So Waimate looking like they'll finish second in their pool, and they'll take on the winner of Opanaki and Te Aroha later in the day. So quarterfinals, all teams make it into the quarterfinals, as we see a kuruwhiwhi toru by Kayla Proudfoot. MāORI noa mai taua taha mātau. No, Stratford E kuru whiwhi torua, no anything you can do, I can do better, says Whiti Kia. Can't quite get it to drop, but we're seeing the teams go 3 for 3. Just looking to respond in kind to that which you're receiving. But again, number 10, Caleb Proudfoot.
Yeah,
with the 3 in the last play and then the layout there.
I'm going to say that, you know, that Waimate have a legit chance of winning a medal at this tournament. Yeah, the way that they've been playing, the way they look right now, and obviously this is the first time I've seen them as a collective in this tournament, so I've been very impressed.
Engari Proudfoot e whitu ngā piro I nei Takura e toru in the last 3 plays, 7 points. She is absolutely turning it on here. Perhaps some of the fatigue starting to set in for the Stratford defence, and she is making good advantage of it. E whainga I ngā āpita kei wainga nui I ngā kaiarai.
Yeah, and as we see her again with the footwork and the finish.
That's 9. 4 plays, 9 points. Oh, where MΑORI e whakakorengia te mō rea or Proudfoot.
And I think Stratford looking just a little bit tired. You know, they were competing and then just, you know, they've got to keep going, keep playing, because they do have a quarter-final this afternoon, so they do have a chance to, you know, upset a few people. Obviously, that their quarter-final will be a little bit tougher. Either playing Takura or Te Kōkiri. Takura Kaupapa Māori or Takura Kōkiri, aroha mai. Which are on next one. They are the next game on here versus Whitby Collegiate from Wainuiomata. I'm going to say they're from Wainuiomata. Should we double check that one?
I know Whitby's in the Wellington region. As an Aucklander, I do know the major cities.
Whitby?
Yeah, kora.
Porirua.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well, but I wasn't too sure. Again, Aucklander letting me down.
They have a very flash-looking year. In the Wellington region, whānau?
No Whitby ki te ki ngā rohe Pāwahi or Wellington or Pōneke. Whitby just on the outskirts of Wellington near Porirua, actually on the way up the Kapiti coast. Beautiful region of Aotearoa. Ko te ahua nei he kura hau. Looks like it's a relatively new school, actually.
Yeah, it looks like it's a year 7 to 13, so...
Aira, engari, kia hau nei karea no rātou kia Takura ki tēnei whakataitai. Not sure if they've played or how many times they've played at this tournament. So perhaps a bit of an unknown entity for Te Kura or Te Kōutu. Not quite sure how they'll look to approach them, but we still have e toru ngā miniti e toiana I tēnei kēmu Waimate, iwa te kau mā rua ki te toru te kau mā waru or Stratford, 92-38 over Stratford College, closing in on the 100 here.
Yeah, slowly just kind of crept up on us, their 100-point margin or scoreline for them.
Nei Stratford mahi pai kei raro I te tūkohu. Ahua kurupiro engari. Mahi pai ngā kaiarai ki te whakakore I taua whakaeke ngā little bit of a jam under the hoop does well to cut that attack out and then straight on the front foot. And who else but number 7 Briar Craig. She is relentless. Te number 5 te Tāhai. Nā Pagiaia, lovely steal and the bookends from number 4. Waimate absolutely piling it on.
Yeah, they're closing in on Kotahiro, which is no easy feat in a 40-minute game. I really don't think I've scored it. Our teams have scored many 100-point games in the years I played.
I'm usually happy to score it all.
I'm going to say your golf score is probably a lot better than mine. Yeah.
To be fair, my golf score would probably get up near 100 sometimes, which for those of you who play golf will know that's not exactly a positive.
In saying that, I was at bowling a couple of weeks ago, and I'm terrible at bowling. 100 is a good score in bowling, but man, I couldn't even get close to 100.
Oh, where?
Just doing a little bit of research, whānau. Whitby Collegiate, 16 years old, it says here. 3rd iteration in 16 years. So it actually has gone through a fair amount of changes.
Te Whitby Ho Engari te kuru whiwhi toru mai a whiti kia. Tino tata engari naia nei. Briar Craig, te
Nice
kuru
move.
whakau, ngāwari noa mai te taha matau.
Been pretty impressed with Briar Craig, obviously, and Cooney as well. The older one, Emily Cooney. They're going to be key pieces in Waimate's chances of, you know, moving on later on this afternoon to the semi-finals. So whānau, as you know, all 4 teams from each pool will make it into the quarterfinal round, and it goes 1 play 4, 2 versus 3. For the single A girls, as they only have 8 teams.
Engari koera te āhuatanga pai o tēnei whakataitai, mehe mea ka hinga koe ahari te mea koera te whakamutunga o tau whakataitai, ka taia tonu e koe te tākaro tonu. That's one of the great things about this tournament. You might not come out the top of the pool, you might have a couple losses, but you get to keep playing those playoff games going all the way from top to bottom. And so these rangatahi, ahakoa ngā hua, ahakoa ngā pūtanga, ka taia tonu e rātou te tākaro i a rātou hā kina kina.
As we see Waimate just kind of, wouldn't say dribbling the clock out, they'll probably look to score this last position and then finish the game here, as we see Stratford with 5 seconds to go will look to Whitikia.
Engari koera te whakamutunga o te kēmu e hoa mā Waimate kua toa. Ko tahi rau me te whā ki te tohu te kau mā waru. Waimate get up 104-38 over Stratford. A dominant performance for the girls from the deep south, what I would call the deep south anyway. Engari e te iwi, e mihi atu ki ngā tima e rua kua tākaro tino kaha. Both teams played a really strong game. Kaua e tā wāhi, do not go far. Ka hoki mai ākua nei ki te tai kemu tino, whakahirahira tino. Hika ka hoki will be back soon with an exciting matchup here from Palmerston North.
Funding is a real challenge. We know that a lot of schools face that ongoing, and the reality is if you go to a lower decile school in New Zealand, you are less likely to be able to afford to participate in sport.
Obviously, having come through it myself with kids and being one of those kids myself who played sport, I know how much it defined who I was. And now being able to go, I can't fix it all, but we can help and try and give to those people who are going through a tough time. It's a real privilege, but you know, for us, we want to see others get involved in this. This is not a selfish thing for Apollo. This is about how can we get, whether it's construction or other businesses, to get involved in this.
There's a lot of things that kids miss out on, and so to have businesses step up and want to be involved and to help is a game changer for schools. It really is.
This isn't an ad about four-wheel drives. It's about knowing the place, as well as the locals.
We found the place. That's a good start. Built by my great-grandfather 20 years ago.
Hey. Sport is about more than just a game. It's about going from teammates to best mates. It's the high fives and helping hands. That's why Caltex is proud to help fuel school sports.
The forest should never have been taken off this steep hill country that's eroding, and it makes absolute sense to afforest those hills. What we're doing here is using the exotics to help that process get established. We're looking at a managed transition process where those pines are progressively thinned as the native understory establishes. We're trying to do several things here. Soak up carbon, establish native forest, and we're trying to improve biodiversity. You're achieving an awful lot with one program of activity.
Who is Israel Adesanya? He's the middleweight champion of the world. I'm gonna compete.
Don't want to boast, but we do lead the way in a lot of areas.
When they hit the stage, it's like, wow.
Yeah, that was a bit controversial back in the day.
I'm an addict, but I didn't think it would be this hard.
It's a bit funny when people say to me, oh, what are the boys up to? And I'm like, oh, hang on, I'll just get out my phone and have a look.
How do we do something that we think we've lost, but maybe we haven't?
There's always going to be times when I'm tempted.
Natural history all around, you just can't avoid stepping on it.
Just thought it was a man's job.
I would go back to my hotel room and I'd be broken.
It's better to be a warrior in a garden than to be a gardener in a war.
This is the future.
It's hard to explain the feeling, walking in the footsteps of your ancestors.
The matariki season of Paki Pūmika Aotearoa, ki Māori Plus.
Who is Israel Adesanya?
e te ti e te tāna e hoa mānau mai hoki mai anō ki tapu oia ki tēnei te kēmu tūrua o te rā. Engaro ia hau Josh, engari kua hoki mai ia te tangata hono maha e mohi wana i ngā tangata katoa. Welcome back to the second game. I lost Josh there for a second, the man who seems to know about everyone at this kaupapa. Well connected. I think I might need to get a piece of his phone book. Engari, He kēmu tino, he kakei te haere ko te kura o te koutu e Takura ana ia Whitby Collegiate. We have Takura Kaupapa Māori or te kura o te koutu taking on Whitby College. Collegiate from Wellington, as we figured out in the last game.
Porirua.
Aira, Porirua, ātu, engari, kaorea noa hau kia mātaki taki i nei tima e rua. No reira, kaorea i te mōhio māwai e toa i tēnei kēmu. I haven't seen either of these teams yet. Not quite sure who's going to come out on top.
No, I haven't seen either team also, but I know that Takura te Kōkiri are previous winners back in the past and have been a staple in this competition.
Aira, no reira, ko ngā tima o ngā tima e rua, te kura kaupapa Māori o te kura o Kōkiri, pare awhiawhi Bill, Kaya Gates, puti kohu nui, i ne raumihi Bill, ngā wai kaukau kohu nui, Whaia Gates, Raiha Bill, i ne Bill Frona, makere wano ko te kaiako Kiharoa Nuku, ko te kaiako Tuarua Ihi Pera Nuku.
Yeah, very formidable lineup as we see Whitby Collegiate out of Porirua. And we have Kyra Williams, Bella Coxon, Sienna Latour Tuala, Aaliyah Latour Tuala, Scarlett Moland Morrison, Kira Wipu, Bella Ford, Georgia Kell, Maria Rutri and Alice Smits, and coached by Mike Latour.
Aira, toku waroha e te iwi he te pepa, tēnei tepu, hara rātau i te kura. Koutu. My bad, my paper here reading wrong. Not Takura o te koutu.
No, it's Takura Kōkiri.
As we see the referees, Amy Jo Clark and Corin Jansma.
That is the Wellington basketball logo, whānau. So Amy Jo is from Wellington, and our other referees from Taranaki.
Hopefully no bias there towards the Whitby team. We'll see how we play out. Engari ia te kura Kōkiri e urumai ana ki te kōti, as we see te kura Kōkiri coming onto the court. We've seen really strong performances from them over the course of the week.
Yep. Yeah, so obviously this is top of the table clash, so winner will finish top, so we're in for a treat. I was just trying to find the results from earlier in the season at the Single A, Aroha mai, Single A North results.
Aira, ko ngā kura e rua me te kore. Both schools 2-0 through yesterday. As you say, incredibly strong lineups as Whitby now look to work it around.
Oh.
Come again, sorry? Kia tātou e ki tane te kuru 53 o te kēmu. Te kēmu Timata ana pera e ngā kēmu I noa I tēnei. We see getting underway, much like the games beforehand. Both of these teams are going to be keen to put up those threes. Nai nei, te kura whiwhitoru mai te taha mātau. Anything you can do, I can do better. Engari, koera te āhuatanga o ēnei rangatahi tino whakapono ana rātou ki o rātou pūkenga. Both of these teams and indeed our rangatahi across the board with plenty of faith in their skills. They know well what they've got in their locker and they are not afraid to use it.
Yeah, this game looks like it's going to be a pretty quick one as we see Whitby Collegiate. Oh.
Kia hua nei, he makapaitaha kia te kōkiri I tēnei wā.
As we see Whitby looking like they're in a 2-3 zone, as couldn't quite see the number.
Te kuru whakau. I tātou e rongo ana I te pai o te kōkiri, tino hīkaka ana, tino karanga ana, hei tautoko I tō rātou tima. We're hearing te kōkiri's bench really vocal early on, getting in behind their team and giving them some serious support. We love to see them bringing that energy into what is a really important matchup.
As we see Whitby finishing at the rim.
A great pity Wepu on screen. Te taumata o ngā tangata I ko nei. A man with plenty of sporting prowess himself. No doubt he can give some mātauranga ki nei kai Takura.
Yeah, also saw Jeff Wilson walking around too.
Taumata. Oh yeah. My goodness. Some great commentators as well. Perhaps a little bit of pressure for us to perform in front of the Sky Sport crew. Ia tātou ki tāna I te pai o Whitby. Engari, koera tētahi āhuatanga tino pai o ēnei tima e rua, he tino hōhuru te pū manua kei ngā pai e rua. That's something that we've seen from both of these teams over the course of yesterday, a real depth in their squad, a depth of talent off the bench that has been able to carry them through and get those big wins.
Yeah, they have. Obviously, just checking the results from the qualifiers, they didn't actually play each other at qualifiers, but Whitby finishing third and Takura Kōkiri finishing second, losing to Te Koutu. Kōkiri did.
Ki tēnā ma te kau o Kōkiri, number 10, Hine Tai Bill Thorna, getting us underway. Te hāhua nei ko ia te kai whakahaere o tā rātou whakaekinga. Looks like she is the leader of their attack. You see the kurawhiti toru mai te taha matau ahua potorau i taua wā.
As we see Beale there with the steal, and number 7, Beale. Edom.
Beale with the steal.
Yeah. Kaihana, maybe?
E toru ngā Beale I tēnei tima ka ua māua. We've got, as you heard in the last game, we were struggling with the siblings, and now we've got 3 Beales in Te Kura Kōkiri's team.
Actually, we have a hyphen, Beale Thorn.
Oh my goodness, you're going to have to bear with us I te iwi. This is going to be a struggle.
E titi rana ki ngā ingoa e whā ngā Beale, e rua ngā Gates, e rua ngā Kohonui. I ro te timo te Kōkiri.
Yeah, tima whānau tēnei. This is a family team. Me te tāhai, nā te nama waru, Hine Raumihi Beale with the steal.
Oh, nice block there from Latoa Tuala.
There's a little Beale to Beale connection. Hine Raumihi putting up to Pareawhiawhi. As we see, it looks like Hine Raumihi, Tākaroana, hei kaiarai te nuinga, looking like most of her role is on defense, but also getting up a transition. We've seen her put up a couple threes, so playing both sides well, but no doubt you'd have to say her physicality on D is probably her main attribute.
Yeah, I know from the past playing against or coaching against Te Kura Kōkiri, they are a physical team. They will, use their strength inside, as we see Williams. She's kind of lost control there. As she gets it back.
Lovely bit of sportsmanship here. Koera tētai ahuatanga o ngā tima katoa.
Yeah, aha koa he iti Williams he tino kaha tōna mana.
Aira, mea pēra I ahau.
Yeah.
Engari, aira, koera tētai ahuatanga o ēnei rangatahi katoa. Aha koa he tino kaha, he tino whakataitai ēnei kēmu kei reira tonu te wairua pai, te whakahoahoa kei Wainganui I ngā kai tākoro katoa. Although we're seeing some really intense competitive matchups this week, something we've seen from all of these schools is great sportsmanship.
Yep.
These games are hard fought and they are exciting, but they're done so in a really friendly way.
Yeah, so we see Kohonui draw the foul. Piti Kohonui. She'll go to the kuru tautuku. And timeout. I think.
He wāhiki kia Whitby.
Whitby Collegiate looking for the timeout.
Taku aroha. The coach there from Whitby, Mike Latoa, trying to get us to help him out, but there's not much we can do.
Yeah, we're on the mic there, sorry, coach.
Oh, man.
As we see, Namatahi, Bella Coxon.
Aira, te kuri whakau. He nama nui tērā. He karanga nui tērā me he mea ka whakatū tō ringa ki te mau I te namatahi. A big number there. And I know that's a bit of an ego play. Not an ego play, but a very eager play, I should say, to put your hand up to wear the number 1 singlet. No doubt we will see Coxon bringing in some serious skills to back up that number. As we see Te Kaiako o Te Kura Kōkiri, Kiharoa Nuku, he's shown some serious passion in this first half, very animated, very eager and encouraging his players. Koira hoki te ahuatanga o tēnei tima, showing that same level of energy on the court.
Yeah, for sure, and Latoa name is very prominent in Porirua. Obviously spent some time with some Latoa and played basketball with a few Latoas over the years in Porirua, so nothing new to see a familiar name come out of that rohe, as well as the Nuku name. Shout out to, I know Missy Nuku who applies her trade in America right now. She is an ex-student of Takura Kōkiri, so lefty. She was definitely a problem in terms of game playing against her. So it's good to see the whānau still carrying on the traditions.
Koira hoki. Ko ki te hau I te ingoa wipu, kei te timo o Whitby College, Kira wipu. Obviously, te kōtiro o piri, e ngana ana ki te tū, ki te taumata o tōna papa, looking to get up to that level that Papa achieved, and perhaps one day maybe even getting beyond him. No doubt there's a bit of encouragement there, carrying that name to live up to that family standard. Ka tīmata anō, whetū ki te ono.
And Takura or Te Kōkiri now are in the bonus, I believe. So every foul now will be 2 kuru tautuku. Or no, sorry, that might have been the 4th. That was the 4th foul.
Yeah. Ki te scoreboard. Mari kia Whitby 9-8. Whetū ki te ono whai muri I ēnei miniti e whā tino tata. Just 7-6 after these opening 4 minutes. As we expected, a really close beginning.
We're just having a conversation here. Referee Amy Jo having a conversation with Coach Mike Latour about foul situation, but it is the 4th whānau. So, but every foul from now on from Te Kōkura or Kōkiri will be a free throw, as we see number Wadu.
Te pārai nā te nama te kau. That was Sienna Letoa Tuala getting up with the rejection there.
Yeah, I believe that's her 2nd block. Great steal, great recovery. We see the replay. And just off screen and back on screen was number Whitby, Beal. One of the other Beals.
He maha. Ngari Nāne Whitby. Raiwana ki taua taha matau. Driving up that right-hand side, sending it out the back. Lovely little crossover there.
Latour. He's got some fancy looking handles.
Serious handles. As we see the ball go up there. Kuru peke mai te nama tahi. Bella Coxon drains that one.
Yeah. She looks like she's going to be one that we'll talk about a lot in this Kemu.
100%.
As we see Beal in the corner for Kuru Whiwhitoru. Nice looking shot there from young Beal.
The Makakirunga little over the top. Reira ko te āhua nei ko Raua. Hare te mea ngā whetū, engari ētahi o ngā kaitākaro tino whakahirahira ki ngā whakaekinga o tēnei tima. Ia tātou e kite ana I te Kuru Whiwhitoru. A replay of that 3 from the left-hand side. That was number 8, Hine Raumihi Beal, absolutely draining it, coming out the gates hot.
Just a little space cut there to the corner, and actually that flash from the middle from number Whitu Beal, the other Beal, actually occupied the space. That actually gave the defense something to think about. Do I take this space cut, or do I get the cutter that's flashing to the middle? So made them make a decision, as we see Whitby change from their zone into their man-to-man.
Stay down.
As we can hear Coach Latour, as we see Beal again for another Kuru Whiwhitoru. That is Hine Raumihi Beal with her 2nd Kuru Whiwhitoru.
Te aha tāna kai te ata. I want to know what she had for breakfast, because she cannot miss. And the Kuru Whiwhitoru I nāne mai Whitby.
And look at the big rebound there from Beal as well.
Standing up in these opening plays.
Kohonui. There's that little space cut that they ran before, but now they're in the man-to-man. They're taking that 3-pointer away. Great back flash with the back cut by, well, I'm going to say either Kohonui or Beal.
Mahi tai anō tērā nā Hine Raumihi Beal. E whakamahi pai ana I tōna tinana hei kaupare e toa whakaekinga. Lovely use of her body there, just shutting the lane down, not letting Whitby get the layup off, I should say, as we now see he wāhiki anō te āhua nei ko karangatia e Whitby.
Yeah, it's a bit of a fast fast-paced game here to start us off. Like a lot of fouls early, but then it kind of both teams have kind of got into a flow of things right now. So it's moving quite nicely. Obviously, Hinero Mihi Beale with her 2 kuruwhiwhi toru. And I have liked the look of Sienna Latour Tuala as we see Latour giving in his instructions.
Ara, kua tino pai te timotanga o tēnei kēmu. Engari, I mōhi o Māua ka pērā e a tāua, i a Māua me ki e titiro ana ki ngā kēmu o mua ki te pai o enei tima e rua I pērā hoki te timotanga o tēnei kēmu. As you say, before we were looking at the past results of these teams, we knew it was going to be a tight context, and my goodness has it delivered in this first quarter. Engari, te kura kaupapa Māori, te kōkiri, e toa ana mā te rima, e tōmua tonuana I tēnei hauwhā tuatahi. The Kokiri up by 5, still early in this first quarter. Just managing to get a couple more threes. That's really been the difference thus far, has been the shots from range.
Yeah, and you know, both of her kuruwhiwhi toru, she's been wide open and had good looks. You know, she had a few good early looks which she missed, as we see a long kuruwhiwhi toru by Latour, and then a save.
Ai, tā wāhi rau atu, taua kuruwhiwhi toru. Ahua tata ki te pai wehe rua. That was almost from halfway, that three-pointer.
We see Schultz there commit the hara.
Engari, ko tētahi mea, tētahi āhuatanga o enei kēmu tino tere, ka tino tere te whakapaukaha. With these fast games, one thing you'll see is fatigue can set in fairly early. Both of these teams bringing fairly smaller lineups to Kukokiri. Etiake ia Whitby, so it'll be interesting to see how they use their benches as we get on into the later quarters.
Yeah, especially with the early foul trouble by Whitby. You're definitely right there. They may have to looking to their bench as we see Whitby moving it around. I like the active zone there by Te Kura Kaupapa Māori or Te Kōkiri. You know, they've kind of forced a turnover, extended pressure.
Aira, ia tātou ki tēnei te makapaitaha. Kia te kōkiri, see a little replay there as well. Lovely defensive work.
As we see that space cut to the corner, and that's one person you do not want to leave open, and that's her 3rd in a row.
Kei te takata te poro mai ngā kōkona e whao te koti, the ball going in from all 4 corners of the court. Kei te ahi ngā ringa o Hinero Mihi Beale with absolute hands on fire. She cannot miss at the moment.
As we see an ambitious mucker there from Beale. As we see number 10, Te Kau, Beale Thorner.
Great physicality there, mai te nama whetū pare awhiawhi Beale, looking to match the level that her sister's putting on at the moment.
Yeah, and both number 7s came together as Williams commits the hara. Kind of got in front and just uses her strength to say, I'm going to finish this, and I'm a little bit bigger than you.
Aira. Ia tātou ki tēnei etahi tāpui mai te pai o Whitby. We see a couple of substitutions. That is number 20, Kiera Wipu, who's just come onto the court. And looks like number 19, Te Kaumā Iwa, Georgia Keel. Nō reira, Whitby, e rongo ana I te taumahatanga, tōmua tonu ana I tēnei kēmu, engari titiro ana ki te pai, ei whai I tētahi rerekētanga.
Yeah, Whitby's just struggling a little bit to find an opening in the zone from Kōkiri. Active hands are up high, so you know, obviously the strength of Whitby is to find it inside to Latour Tuala, but they're struggling to get it in there as we see a turnover from number 5.
Lovely
Great
work
save.
there, mai te nama te kau. That is number 10, Hinetai Beale Thorner. Ia tātou ki tēnei te kaiako o te kura kōkiri. Kiharoa Nuku is up on his feet. He is possibly even more excited for this one than half of his players.
As we see a shot clock violation there from Te Kura Kōkiri. As we see Beale and Kohonui check back into the game, and number 4 Gates and Beale Sorry, aroha mai. Number 5 Beal. Number Rima Gates.
Aira. He paku whakatā noa mā Hine Raumihi, just a short break for Hine Raumihi. He finally earned herself some time on the bench after an amazing start, and basically just as she sat down, he karanga atu tōna kāko, ei, ko koe anō, got her straight back up and back on the court.
She has been the big difference in this game. You know, 3 straight threes, and then she had a bit of a break, and that's pretty much showing on the score. As we see Namarima for Latoa Tuala, assuming we're Tua Kanataina. What do we say? What do we reckon?
God, I hope you don't get the whakapai.
Nice move from Beal.
Whakamatukua hau o te kaiako mai katoa. Mea ka hea hau.
That's Pādia Awhiawhia Beal with the finish, number 52. As we see Letua Tuala with another kuru whiwhi toru, just a little bit short. Hine Raumihi Beal with their little space cut into the corner. She is wide open in the corner again. As we see number Iwa Kohonui draw the hara.
No.
It was a block, sorry, at home mate.
Pai ana. Engari, ko tēnei āputa e whakanui ana te kaumā whā te rereketangi nāia nei no reira kei te Kōti or Whitby te pōro the ball in Whitby's court with that gap growing to 14. And we're near the end of this first quarter, they'll be looking to try and find some momentum.
Yeah, almost a tip there by Namatahi, and great contest there from Coxon. great outlet. No, not a travel, because she didn't have her hands on the ball. She just stood up and then picked it up. So great call from our referee. As we see Coach Mike Latour, the traditional coaches too.
Aira. E tātou e whakatata ana ki te makamutunga o tēnei hau whā tuatahi. Te kuru whiwhi toru anō, au e taukuri e te toko maha o ngā kuru whiwhi toru e rere mai a Hine Raumihi.
As Latour Tuala Alia, Aliana Latour Tuala. Whānau, aroha mai if I butcher the names in these first few days. It'll take me some time. The more you say it though, the better it gets.
Aira, he mahi ua tēnei engari, kataia e taua. Nāia nei.
Another kuru whiwhi toru from Hine Raumihi.
Uru, te koira te whakamutunga o tēnei hauwha tuatai e hauwha pairawa atu. Ngā kōtiro o te kura kōkiri, a lovely first quarter from the girls from te kōkiri, up 26-12. Nō reira ko te weru I nāia nei me pēhea a Whitby e whakautu mehe mea ko koe te kāko. He aha au rautaki au whakaro ki te whai I taua whakautu.
They just need to shore up on those three-pointers. You know, they let Hine Raumihi Beal just get open a few too many times, got her eye in, hit 3 in a row, and it kind of opened up everything else for Te Kura Kōkiri, as we see Kiharoa Nuku give instructions to his kōtiro, and I think they just need to break down, be a little bit slower with their offense. There's Whitby, they're just rushing it. Credit to Kōkiri, they have forced them into some bad passes, so just need to slow it down a little bit more and see how we go and take their time.
Ia ngā kai mā taki e kuru ana I te hauwha. We see a couple of the supporters here getting on, taking the opportunity to practice their shots in the halftime break and the quarter-time break, and he drains it too. We need to see this boy on the court.
As we see Donna Wilkins barking instructions, formerly Donna Lofhagen, obviously Tactics head coach. They won the championship for the NZ Premiership for Nete Poro.
Aira, koera te taumata o ngā tangata kua tai mai ki tēnei kaupapa. Ia tātou, e timata anō ana Whitby, e hoki ana ki te kōti. Whitby coming back onto the court as we get ready to start again. 14 points the difference, engari, he tino roa tonu tēnei kēmu, nō reira, te tae koe te mōhi o māwai e toa. And now te kōkiri coming back on, no surprise. The same stars that we saw in that first quarter. Number 7, Pareawhiawhi Beale, as well as number 10, Hine Tai Beale Thorna, and Hine Raumihi Beale, all of their star players coming on. And it looks like the strategy here from Kiharoa Nuku, just trying to keep that momentum going and continue to build this lead.
Yeah, and they like to extend their pressure in terms of, like, they have a good rotation, so there's no real easy look. They can't stand and, you know, scan the floor, and they're just putting pressure on Whitby and forcing them into things that they're probably uncomfortable with.
Aira. Te karanga I tēnei wā. Naksakapi e makapai taha kia Whitby. Engari, ki te whakamahi I tētai o ngā tino kiwaha o Zeb. He kēmu o ngā oma tēnei. In the words of Zeb, another one of the fantastic commentators, possibly one of the most fantastic, he loves to say this is a game of runs. And that difference at the moment, te kaumā ono, might seem like a lot, but it wouldn't take much for Whitby to get some momentum and start to close it down. Yeah, they just need to slow it down, and just the pressure from Kōkiri has been very evident early on in this game and through this second quarter, sorry, as we see a nice dump pass there, unable to finish is number 13, Te Kaumā Toru Schultz. Nei te ahone he makapai pito kia te Kōkiri. So a baseline throw for the Kōkiri as they're going to look to send it long up the right-hand side. Ki te nama whā Raiha Beale, Beale to Beale. The Beale to Beale connection breaks down. Managed to regather though. Nai nei Kōkiri ana ki te tūkohu me te kuru whaka mahi pai rau atu tērā nā te nama te kau Hine Tai Beale Thorna.
Unlucky as we see Hine Raumihi Beale with the steal. She's very good at anticipating that. She's got 3 or 4 of those this game. As we see her a little bit slow to get back, as she's been working really hard. As we see a great pass there, great maka from number 5 Williams to Latoa Tuala. As we see Kōkiri looking to slow it down. As we see another steal from Whitby. Williams again. Tuala again.
Lovely little pohipa, a little step, driving in, asking for the hara.
Yep.
Doesn't get it though. Te tātou ki te ana I te nama te kau. That'll be number 10, Siena Letoa Tuala, coming back into the game. Not too surprised that we're seeing her getting injected in this second quarter.
Yeah, she had some impressive first stint, a few good block shots. As we see a miss there from Namarima, Kari Gates, as we see Williams again, just coming up with the loose ball. Great find to Coxon to her left, unable to finish. And Hine Raumihi Beale just looks a little bit tired, hunched over on her knees.
Aira, ehara tērā I te ohorere, nā te roanga o te wā kua tākorotia e ia. Not too surprised there with the amount of time she's been playing.
Yeah.
And I mean, she had about a 10-second break. The coach was generous enough to give her about a few minutes ago. Engari, ko te whakaro nei tērā pia kia whai waia ki te whakatā.
Yeah, I like the little mix-up there Coach Latour has going. He's going man zone. As we see, look at that. His substitution of Latour Tuala straight away is beneficial as she gets a steal and draws the hara on Beale.
Ahara ko ia te rereketanga I tēnei wā ia tātou titirana ki tēnei taha. As we look at the steal, e kōkiri ana ki te tūkohu a te hara nā te nama waru Hine Raumihi Beale committing the foul there. Engari, koira te āhuatanga o tēnei tima mai o Whitby ko te āhua nei. Ko le toa tuala te pau o te tima. Looks like the way that they play their game, the style that they're looking to play is very much centered around their number 10, She's playing as a bit of a pillar, a bit of a centrepiece in their strategy, and I'm not too surprised with the skills that she's shown. She is a great player to have in that position.
Yeah, for sure. As we see, extended pressure. Great steal from Sienna Latour-Tuala, which you talked about, the runs. Here comes the Whitby run, and Kokiri looking for a timeout.
E karanga nei umere ana mā te wā hiki. Once again, plenty of passion from Kiharoa Nuku. Perhaps two contrasting coaching styles. Ko Mike Latour ahua tauake. Engari, Kiharoa Nuku kua mauria mai te hikaka ki tōna mahi. It looks like Mike Latour probably a bit more settled, a little bit more calm in the way he coaches, and Kiharoa Nuku coming with lots of energy, looking to invigorate his team. Interesting to see those two contrasting styles play out.
Yeah, like obviously both teams play pretty quick, but I think Kokiri don't want to get into that running battle with Whitby, as Whitby probably just a little bit more quicker getting up and down the floor. In saying that, Kokiri do a good job at manoeuvring their ball, and they do get fast break opportunities. So it'll be interesting to see how we manoeuvre later in the back end of this quarter.
Ia tātou, ia hau, me ki e mātakitaki ana I tētai o ngā kemu atu I tēnei. I'm watching one of the other games just beyond us here. Te kura kaupapa Māori o te koutu. E toa ana ki a Raumata. We've got Takura up over Raumata on the court next to us, 50-16.
Yep.
So, e whā, e toru ngā tima mai ngā kura kaupapa Māori nei koti e rua. 3 of the 4 teams on the 2 courts that we can see from the kura kaupapa Māori, a really strong showing from those schools.
Yeah, obviously Te Kura Kaupapa Māori o Te Koutu are the defending women's champions in the A section, so they are looking to go back to back, which will be very hard. They'll be very good. They'll be very hard to stop. They are the North champions in the zone, so they are looking pretty good.
Aira, he mea tino pai te rei hari ko ana hau ki te kiti tau āhuatanga ko ngā kura kaupapa Māori e tūkaha ana ki te tāmira nui. I'd love to see that from all of our kura kaupapa Māori standing up on the big stage. A lot of them coming with smaller player groups, often from smaller regions, but man, they are putting on a great showing here at our national tournament. So encouraging to see.
Yeah, for sure. As we see Whitby now into a 3-2 zone, so good to see Coach Mike Latour changing it up, taking away that corner 3 now, which has been a bit of a problem for them moving forward. As we see Whippu back to Latour.
Well, they control it, settling it down. Perapea he kura whiwhitoru kei te haere.
As we see Ngā Wai Koko Kohunui might have just slipped a little bit and rolled her ankle. And she's down on the baseline, so we'll take some time. As
tātou ki te ana I te replay o taua kuru whiwhitoru ko te nama tahi Bella Coxon tino tau mai te tope.
Yeah, she's been very good to start this game. Just looking on the other courts, whānau, like you said, Te Kura Te Koutu up 52-16 on Te Kura o Ruamata. And on the far court, the defending AA, or 4-time defending AA champions, Westlake Girls, up on Carmel 41-13.
Aira Ruamata, kare ko te Raumata, toko waroha e te iwi. As we take a little break here, ko te tumanako nei he mea moru e tinoa. Engari ko te mea pai kua hoki ia ki ona waiwai no reira he tohu pai tērā.
Yeah. It's good to see her shaking it off. Those are always scary things. Obviously, still 3 more days to go, so to see young Ngā Wai Koko walking it off are good signs.
Aira, engari koe rā te āhuatanga o ngā rangatahi, he ua ki te whakamutu I rātau, it is difficult to stop them. Mehe mea ko au tērā pia karereke. If it was me, if I'd been in that contact, I don't think I'd be back on my feet as quickly as she was. Nai nei te kōkiri. E kōkiri ana.
Yeah, that great job at mixing up, as we see Latour Tuala trying to get another highlight block.
Aira, e hangana I tētai kiriata au piki pairau atu, putting a real good highlight reel at the moment.
Yeah, she is. Great no look. Just knows where her players are too, and just smooth with it. As we see Whippu, Coxon, Back to Whippu.
Lovely work from Whitby. Takura whiwhi toru. Engari mahi pai tera ngā maka tere e neke ana i ngā kaiara e waihanga ana i ngā āputa kei Wainganui a rātou with lovely quick ball moving around the top of the three-point line, really with good pace and good accuracy and starting to open up those gaps in the defence.
Yeah, as we see Kokiri just slowing down their pace a little bit, which I think will be good for them because they just need to manoeuvre the ball as Whitby cause another turnover, as we see Whitby with a timeout.
Kia hua nei, he wāhiki anō a nemihi ki ngā kōtiro o Waimate e āwhina mai ana. Got the girls from Waimate who've come back to help us out with the scoreboard and with the timeouts. Great to see them after their game still sticking around to give us a hand. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, that's almost a voluntold because I think you have to do some duty sometimes as these teams. But shout out to all the volunteers, ngā tangata in the purple tops from Basketball Manawatu that give their time to come help out school bench. Yeah, it is a big job. Oh, life sets training. I think there's a life sets training right next to us. Might have to maneuver over there and check out on our life stats to see. Or are they online?
Koe nei te aro matawai o te haratai. Now we can test the training and see how they're going along. E tātou i kite ana ki ngā kaiwa wao hoki. Ko te toko maha o ngā cogs me ki te wira o tēnei whakataitai. We're seeing just how many cogs we have in the wheel of this tournament, from the volunteers to the stats, to the coaches, the managers, the support staff, the referees. This whakataitai is really built on an amazing Poitukohu community. So we do thank all of our amazing volunteers. Katimata nō i nāia nei. Te ahua nei kei Whitby te pōro, te maupoi. Looks like Whitby will have position to get us underway with the makapaipito with the baseline throw-in. Engari, te kaupiro noa te āputa ahua etiake i te āputa i te hauwha tuatahi. They have closed that gap ever so slightly from the first quarter. Just 10 points the difference. Plenty of encouraging signs for the team from Whitby. Seeing if they can get their way back into this one.
Tough. Almost finished there from Bill Thorner.
Nei ngā maka whiwhi kia te kura kōkiri, te nama te kau tērā. Looks like it will be number 10, Hinetai Bill Thorner, to take the free throws. Ahua rōrawa i ta mea tuatahi. He tāpu i kei te haere nā te pai o Whitby College, nō te pai o Whitby College mea ki kia tika taku wete reo. You see a substitution coming in from the Whitby College bench. That will be number 19, Georgia Keel. Saw her feature quite heavily in the first quarter. Not too surprised to see her back on the court. Te nama te kaumā toru will be number 13, Sophia Schultz, coming to the bench, making way.
As we find young Bella forward, as we see another turnover from Whitby. Kokiri have kind of just reset themselves there in that timeout and have done a better job in terms of not turning the ball over, as we see Bill with the layup.
Aira, kora te rerekētanga i te kemu tuatai hoki ko ngā tima e rua. Takura pai ana e hono ana pai, e hono pai ana ki a rātau e anō, engari ko ngā mutunga, ko ngā kuru te rerekētanga. Something we saw in that first game as well. Both teams getting some good momentum together, building some good plays, but the difference really has just been around the net. Who can convert those plays into points, and thus far it has been Te Kōkiri with the run of the play.
Nice. Yeah, just kind of stood up there, did Georgia Keel. As we see number toru, Ella Smits. I believe this is her first action of the Kemu.
Aira. E karanga nui tērā Mike Latoa. Ko te nama tahi Bella Coxon e haere ana ki te pai. Big call there from Mike Latoa.
Yeah.
Bella Coxon been one of the whetū tāreke o tōna tima I ēnei hauwhākua hipa. perhaps just giving her a well-deserved rest.
Yes, she has been very instrumental in what Whitby has done for most of this game. As you know, their substitution of young Smits was very beneficial as she caused the turnover.
Lovely little crossover there from Latoa Tuala.
Tough. Just pure athleticism, strong in the air. Like you saw her get that tūrapa, and she was very strong, as we see Beale charging into young Wepu.
Te kaha o enei kai Takura ki te whakamahi I o rātou tinana. All of these players ready to use their bodies and get physical. Engari, e mihi ana kia Wepu I tino tere ki te hoki ki ona waiwai. So quick to get back on her feet, not letting it phase her.
As we see Sienna Latoa Tuala bring the ball up. Oh, nice. Finds Wepu. Tuala in the corner. Bang.
Te kuru whiwhi toru MāORI noa he tio. Kei roto I ona ia auraki. Too easy from that left-hand side for Latoa Tuala.
They actually needed that one to drop Whitby. They've had some good looks, just haven't managed to make any kuru whiwhi toru, as we see Beale. Oh, another great block there from Latoa Tuala, as we see the replay of the three-pointer. Wepu finding Tuala.
So settled from that left-hand side. Real quick transition past the shot and so deadly accurate.
Yeah.
Te wero tērā mā, te kura kokiri me pehe rātou e whakakore I taua mō rea rea. Te tāpui kei te haere. E hara I te ohorere ko Coxon. E hoki ana ki te kōti. Not too surprised to see Coxon back on. They've rested her up and now they're ready to inject her back into this game.
As we see Parea Fia Beale making the layup. She's been very prominent and strong underneath the basket. She's done a good job at finding space, creating space. As we see Smits there.
Tino kaha taua wero, strong challenge there.
As Beale with the tūrapa, just scanning to see what's happening. Hine Raumahi Beale has been a little bit quiet since her, barrage of kuru whiwhi toru, so would be doing a better job in terms of keeping her in check.
Aira, engari koera te mō rearea o tēnei tima. Mehe mea ka tae e koe te whakamutu I tētahi o ngā wero I tētahi o ngā mārearea ka tū tētahi atu tangata e wero anō. That's one of the strengths of this Te Kura Kōkiri team. As you say, great work to cut out number 8, Hine Raumahi Beale, but they've got such a depth of talent. As soon as they found a way to cut her out, number 7, Pareawhiawhi Beale and Hine Tai Beale Thorner in the number 10 have then stood up to take her place. They just cannot stop these shots coming in regardless of what they do at the moment.
No, as you see a big tūrapa there from Pareawhiawhi Beale and a big kuru whiwhi toru. Might have been a little bit out of the range, but she was confident. Oh.
And you see a little collision with our Kai Kapo Whakahua as well. Getting himself in the firing line to try and get the shot. Probably an awesome photo that came from that one. You see a little replay of that kuru whiwhi toru anō. Why not? It's honestly such a good shot. I don't mind seeing it again.
Yeah, as we see a steal. Cox with the footwork. And I don't think Pareawhiawhi Beale had to, be so overzealous with the contest there. Kind of just stopped there, did a good job there, but then just hit the arm.
Big Coxon. Makawhiwhi ki aia with the free throws. Poto I taua wā, engari, koe nati mea tūrua. Kai koera tētai aihua tango I nei rangatahi ko te kaputika. Te whakatakatoranga tērā pēr o tā rātou mahi. A good process when they step up to the free throw line. Very settled, all of them showing a very repeated routine that manages to kind of get those nerves down and let them focus in.
Great stride stop.
Pūnaha koera te kutu I rapo e au.
Oh, te routine?
Aira. Tērā pēr. Mehe mea, kei te mātakitaki mai e tahi tangata mātatau whakatika mai. If we've got any fluent speakers listening, please any tips are welcome.
Oh, great save there by number Takura Iwa Keo. But Hene Raumahi managed to get back into play and stop the easy layup. As we see number 4, Raiha Bill check into the game for Hene Tai.
Aira, ko tētahi āhuatanga tino hikaka o ēnei tima e rua, he rangatahi tonu te nuinga o ēnei kai Takura. One thing that's really exciting about both of these teams is the majority of these players aren't actually yet year 13. A lot of them still very young, early in their high school journeys, and that means that in the years to come, if this is the taumata they've set now, can't wait to see where they're going to get to.
Yeah, that's always a good sign for your program, for your kura, that ngā teinei tūanei roti nei whakataitai. Aha ko etahi o ngā tuakana, but majority if they're your teina, that is a good sign, especially if you're competing too, as a younger group. Great find there to Wepu. Wepu just shuffled the feet a little bit. Bit of two-step before throwing up the shot.
E tāpui mai te pai ko te kōkiri, ko te āhua nei, ko te nama te kauma whetū tērā. Te kauma whetū, te kauma tahi.
Te kauma tahi.
Au e makare wano. Mohi o pai na tātou katoa he uua ngā nama māku. We already know I've got difficulties with numbers.
I think believes there's Wano's first action.
Aira, kei te karu noa haukia ki te ai. I don't think I've actually seen it on the court yet. Perhaps a secret weapon that Kiharoa Nuku has been keeping.
Oh, just unlucky there from number toru, Ella Smith. Kind of could have just left it bounce, but I think doing the right thing, get the step, the tūrapa. As we see Beal.
Oh, kurupiro kei raro e te sukohu. Ko kurupiro tērā tētahi o Akutino Kupu. Ko roa hau e pāna ki tēnei mahi maumahara pea. E roa ngā wā ina nahi, engari ka kororoa no nā te mea tino arohana hau ki tēnei kororo. Kurupiro, one of my favourite kupu, meaning jam. When you get caught in a tight situation under the hoop, you call that a kurupiro. I already said this twice yesterday, but I do love it. The way that I like kurupiro. The way I like to remember it as an Aucklander, perhaps as a man from Christchurch, you might not understand, but for all of my Aucklanders out there that enjoy their holidays in the Waikato, when you're driving down State Highway 1 past Lake Karapiro, you can be guaranteed to get caught in some hearty traffic jams. Koira te ara e te iwi. Te raru anō ki te wāti, some more issues with the clock. Engari, tātou e whakatata ana ki te mutunga o tēnei haurua tuatahi. Tino tauri te tonu tēnei kemi.
I give that down to technology. te hangarau.
Aira, mea hau hoki. Ko te hangarau, te raru.
Wow.
Tino tata ki te kurupeke.
Oh, great hustle there from young Keel, but Beal, there's a te kōteroa no, Beal.
Oh,
with another layup.
Bookends for number 7, Pare Awhiawhi Beal. E mihi ana ki te whānau Beal, mihi mea ki te mātakitaki koutou, kia tino poho keruru koutou, ki a koutou kōtiro, and a mihi to the Beal family. If you are watching at home, you can be very proud of the display that your girls are putting on at the moment.
Yes,
absolutely fantastic basketball.
The nice steal and finish there from Pare Awhiawhi Beal. And there she is again.
I ngā wāhi katoa.
Just unfortunate, a little bit short on her finish there.
As we see back with Coxon.
Great cross-court pass.
Oh, e MāORI noa te tere o te hopu me te kuru. Quick catch and pass and drains it.
So young Ella Smith, I think there was a 2 referee signalled a 2.
Aira.
Oh, yep, and she was a couple steps in front.
Engari pai tonu koera te whakamutunga o te haurua tuatahi ko te kura kōkiri e toa ana mā te kaumatahi. Te kura kōkiri up by 11 over Whitby. Whā te kau ki te rua te kaumā iwa. Engari kaua e tā wāhi e te iwi. Do not go fire. The iwi will be back soon with the second half of exciting basketball here from Palmerston North.
Just want to welcome everyone here today, all you beautiful Whanganui people.
These hoops are pretty mean, eh?
Global warming is incredibly serious. We need to cut emissions, but we need to also absorb carbon out of the atmosphere. Growing trees is the only tool we have in the toolbox for taking carbon out of the atmosphere that we can do at scale. Pinus radiata takes carbon out of the atmosphere at about 5 to 10 times the rate of native planting. And so what Nativa are doing is planting the Pinus radiata to absorb the carbon, and then they're transitioning that forest into native forests so that we get the biodiversity benefit.
Girls are twice as likely to drop out of sport. That's why 2 Degrees is committed to fighting for fair for women and girls in sport at every level. Get your Support Her merch and keep her in the game.
Funding is a real challenge. We know that a lot of schools face that ongoing, and the reality is if you go to a lower decile school in New Zealand, you are less likely to be able to afford to participate in sport.
Obviously, having come through it myself with kids and being one of those kids myself who played sport, I know how much it defined who I was. And now being able to go, I can't fix it all, but we can help and try and give to those people who are going through a tough time. It's a real privilege, but you know, for us, we want to see others get involved in it. This is not a selfish thing for Apollo. This is about how can we get, whether it's construction or other businesses, to get involved in this.
There's a lot of things that kids miss out on, and so to have businesses step up and want to be involved and to help is a game changer for schools. It really is.
Get the MāORI Plus app. Download now on Google Play or the App Store with exclusive viewings and 100% ad-free.
Quite like top tier.
Watch us anywhere, anytime. Make MāORI Plus your mate and stream now.
Nau mai hoki mai anō ki tēnei te haurua tuarua o tō tātou nei kēmu. He kēmu tino tata, he kēmu tino hīkaka ko te kura kōkiri. E toa ana mā te kaumā rua. Whā te kau ki te rua te kaumā waru o Whitby. Welcome back to the second half of our fixture here. A really exciting first half of basketball. Te kura kōkiri up by 12, 40-28 against Whitby. Once again, ko ngaro ia hau Josh. I've lost Josh. He's off getting us some stats. We all know I struggle with numbers, so once he gets back, I might have a few issues. I might leave that up to him. Engari ia tātou ki te ana i etai o ngā kai mātakitaki, i etai o ngā tima kua tākoro tia, kētia, noho tonu ana hei mātakitaki i tēnei kēmu. Some teams that have already played, still sitting around, still hanging around to support these teams. Engari, Josh, nau mai hoki mai, he tino tata taua haurua tuatahi. Mehe mea ko koe te kāko o Whitby. He aha au whakatenakina ki au kai tākoro i tēnei haurua.
Oh yeah, sorry if I know I was just trying to get some stats. Which I'm going to, actually, if you're listening, James Lisselman, can you send me those links? I know, James, you're listening somewhere. Send me those stat links, please. I will message you as well. But looking at the stats, Parea Whiwhiu-Beale, 23.7 rebounds, 4 steals. She's been pretty much all over the place for Kōkiri, and then also Hine Romihi, you know, she started off strong, hit those 3 threes with 9, and Bella Cox and Sienna Latour-Tuala with 10 points apiece, but Sienna 4 rebounds, 4 steals, and two blocks as well. So, you know, she's had a massive game as well.
Aira, koira tētahi mea mō rea tētahi mea kia matara Whitby. Ko tērā mahi o Pareawhiawhia Bell kei raro I te tūkohu. When you see the sheer amount of rebounds that Pareawhiawhia Bell has been winning, that is a danger for Whitby. Something they need to be aware of is how they can cut her out and get her out of the game underneath the hoop.
Yeah, for sure. Like, she's been instrumental, obviously. Hine Romihi Beale, one with the ball, just started off their little run, and, you know, Whitby did a better job at taking the 3-point away, as we see Beale again with a step through, gets another rebound. That's number 8, so it takes her total to 25 and 8. So she's on the tracks for a 20-10 double-double, which is impressive.
It really is. Te tū kaha ana ahakoa te whakahirahira o tēnei kēmu ko eke rātau ki te taumata. Although this is a very important game, we're seeing some of these players really stand up and needing the level of this fixture. As we now see te nama waru, Hine Romihi Beale he tino paia I tērā hauwhātuatahi. Āhua kareo e ki wahangu, engari āhua iti ake tōna mahi, tāna mahi I te hauwhātua rua. Saw her stand up seriously strong in that first quarter, perhaps a little less active in the second, but no doubt she'll be looking for a way to work back into this game and really imprint herself on this Whitby defense.
Yeah, no, she's been obviously had a good start, but like kind of needs to find a bit of a rhythm. But when you're playing this well, when your teammates are picking up the slack, you know, that's always a good sign. As we see Coxon with the miss, but here's that Cortero again. On tracks for 40-piece, actually, if you think about the way that she's going.
Some really fantastic shooting from Pareawhiawhia Beale, as we now see Takura Kōkiri. Tērā pia tētahi o ngā unsung heroes o te tima, the number 10, Hinetai Beale-Thorner.
Yeah.
Although she hasn't been dominating the scoreboard, she has been so critical for her team in these first 2 quarters.
Yeah, no, she's been very good in terms of what she's been doing and all those little things, right? Steals, layups here and there, as we see Coxon. Unlucky, tried to fade, and here's that girl. Hinetai with the layup, as we were going to... Oh! Commentator's curse. Yeah.
Engari kei te tā o Whitby, e harai te ohorere ko Sienna Latour-Tuala. Te whetū o te kemu, te whetū o ngā tatau. She's been the star of the show, and she's also been a star on the stat sheet. Engari, ko tētahi kai tākoro kua tū tino kaha mā Whitby ko Kera Wipu. Kua tākoro paia I enei hauwhā kua hipa. Engari, kārea noa hau kia kite ia e whiwhiana I ngā piro. She's played really well for her team in both these opening quarters, yet to really get on the score sheet, but she's been playing a fantastic distributor role on both defense and offense, really building a platform for players like Sienna Latour-Tuala and Bella Coxon to get forward and convert into points. That is something we've seen from this Whitby team. E tino pai te mahi tahi, ngā hononga kei wainganui I ngā kai tākoro, I hari te mea ko ngā whetū ana ki e tō ana, e tākoro ana, e whai ana I ngā piro, e tākoro ana rātau me he tima. They play as a team, strong chemistry, strong connections, not just the stars standing up, but they really spread the workload quite evenly across their team. Obviously, Latour-Tuala playing a very central role in that style, but really good to see the breadth of talent that they bring to this game.
Yeah, for sure. Like, Whitby are talented. They just haven't managed to finish and haven't managed to get the looks. They've got the looks, but they just haven't managed to finish the looks that they've got. So, aroha mai, e hoa, I just keep leaving you.
Nah, pai ana, bro. E rapo ana I ngā tatauranga, he pai mea pai tērā.
Yeah.
Getting those stats. I was saying before, I'll let you deal with the numbers, because we know that would not go well if it was me over there trying to get it done.
Yeah, those Whitby ones are quite hard, because the number 5 actually looks like a number 8. So I was a little bit confused, because I was... I tite raina ki ngā ingoa. Kaore te number waru.
Aira, tika tau. Oh, where kia kororo atu ki ngā kaihanga o ēnei hingareti. Awhina mai. Ina nei, ko ngā makawhiwhi ki a te nama te kau. Siena le toa tuala. E hia ngā wā kua kororotia e maiwa taiwa ingoa. How many times have we said that name over the past few quarters?
Yeah, she's been very instrumental, and she's, you know, strong body athlete. Has a lot of potential. Just needs to harness some of that, as we see. I'm assuming Te Teina, or as we see a miss there by Beale.
Ai, ko ngā Letoa Tuala e rua e Takura ni tēnei wā. Both of the Letoa Tualas on the court at the moment. But a great bit of defensive work from Takura Kōkiri. Ko ngā kai mā, taki. Sino hariko na rātou ki tērā. The support letting them know just how much they love that.
Yeah, as we see, just lost control there. Had her, we assume her sister there down on the baseline, which could have found her, but unlucky couldn't see. As we see a bit of pressure applied by Cox.
Ooh. Oh, where? Tino kahatawa wero. Strong challenge there on the left-hand side.
As we see the replay. Yeah, I believe that was on Parea Fairfair Beale, who has hit the deck a few times this game.
Aira ahua wai mari I taua wā karia I patu I ngā turu. A little bit lucky she didn't actually collide with the chairs there. Managed to get off quite well, given how strong that fall was.
Oh, nice move there from young Bella Cox, and managed to spin, finish with her offhand, her right hand. And the peke me te tahi.
So we see a little replay there. Lovely work around the hoop. Te kuru whakau. Nāia nei ko ngā makawhiwhi engari. Ko ngā tima e rua e titiro ana ki o rātou pai. Both teams looking to their benches at the moment. We see a couple substitutions for Whitby. Nama te kau mātahi. That is Bella Ford and te nama whetu. Kyra Williams coming on. Nō reira, te rapea ko tō rātou taia ko Mike Latoa. E rapo ana I tētai whakautu ki ēnei taumahatanga o Takura Kōkiri, looking for a little bit of a response to this pressure that Takura Kōkiri is starting to build.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I think Whitby has kind of weathered that first half storm in the first few minutes and kind of got their own little run. So it'll be interesting to see what Kōkiri come back with. And they have the nice middle on-ball pick and roll. A little bit physical play there.
Ooh. Te karanga. Te aua nei here hara. So there's a little foul in there. Nō reira, mā Whitby e timata mai te paipito. Whitby will begin from the baseline. Te kaumā whitu ngā hekono e toi ana I te wā te kuru. Te kuru whiwhitoru.
Oh, he maka instead.
Aira. From our angle, I honestly thought that was going in.
Yeah.
I had my hand in the air. Whakatū tōku ringa I te rite ahau ki te whakanui.
I have noticed every time the kura whiwhitori comes, the tū tō ringa.
Aira, bro. I'm feeling the wairua. I'm ready to go. Discussing before this, I'm not much of a basketball fan myself, but I am being well and truly converted by this week.
Yeah, celebrate ngā wini.
Aira.
Aha kohe iti ngā wini.
Iti te tangata, iti ngā wini, koera taku life motto. Nāia nei, kei a Takura Kōkiri nāia nei, te kaumā rua ngā piro noiho te arbiter, nō reira, kei ia tima te āheinga ki te mau I tēnei kēmu.
Yeah, it's kind of like in the balance a little bit this game. It's kind of stalled. Both teams are, you know, not quite familiar with each other, but kind of just figuring out what they can and can't do, as we see a kura whiwhitoru miss by Beale.
I'm aware of that now. Every time a three goes up, I catch myself putting my hand up.
Yeah. As we see Williams. Had a good stint in the first half. I think got into foul trouble, hence why she was sitting for majority. Oh, great work there.
Mai te nama te kaumā tahi. That was Bella Ford getting up to intercept that pass and sending it out to the Toa Tuala. Oh, where? Kaua Poro, ki tane I te katoa o te tapa, engari Kauri I taka, seeing all of the rim there, but not quite getting it to drop. Te kau. I ne tai pio whona, te kuru whiwhi toru engari, ai, ki te kaua wau I he.
Yeah, a little bit of a moving screen there from Puti Puti Kohunui. Easy call there from our team in grey. We have the last stats, whānau.
Oh, rawe. Now we're professional at te whānau. Tērā pēr he wā pai tēnei māku ki te tāhai I etahi o te mahi kāinga o Ryan in Anahi. This is a good time for me to steal some of Ryan's homework that he was bringing yesterday, talking about the double rims on these hoops. That can make it a little bit more challenging when you're trying to shoot from out distance.
Yeah, just brings a different element to bouncing off the rim. Obviously, if you have a single one, it's a lot softer, but the double, you know, you almost have to swish it. It's really a 50-50 call on whether it's going to go in on those double rims, as we see a miss from Beale, but gets her own tūrapa.
Oh, e titiro ana ki ngā stats. Hare awhi Beale. Raua ko Kaya Gates, ko te nuinga o ngā kai tākaro o te kura kōkiri, kua tākaro te roa ake I te rua te community. The majority of the kura kōkiri girls have played more than 20 minutes so far in this game.
Yeah, so no, but it is going to be interesting to see at the back end of the fourth quarter as we move in, as we see young Sienna Latua Tuala with the finish.
Say Pariawhi Beale at 25 points for the game.
Yeah, one rebound away from double-double. As we see a tough finish by Hinetai.
Ai ko ngā taha e rua, ko ngā tangata e tākaro ana I tēnei wā mai ngā tina e rua, ko tākaro I te roanga o tēnei kemu. Both sides, their current fives having played very long stints.
Yep.
Plenty of energy on both benches. So as you say, you just feel that we might see a little bit more from both, as we do see Maya Wepu coming back into the game. She was fantastic in that second quarter.
No, definitely was. She brought some energy, a bit of athleticism. You know, even though she has a small frame, she isn't afraid to get in there. I think she's living up to the whānau name in terms of like physical.
Aira, and there he is.
There he is there.
Papa Piri Wepu. All Blacks legend. No doubt he has given some of that prowess to his daughter.
Yeah, World Cup winning halfback for Te Kapa Pango.
Aira.
As we see Sienna make both. And we're into single figures, whānau? No. No, still in the old double figures, 10, but we're, you know, getting closer. How much pressure are they going to put on? Great defense there by Whitby and a rebound. And as we see Wepu here on the break, smart play, give it to Sienna. Sienna with the floater. And now we're in single figures, whānau, now only down 8.
Oh, weird. Taukiri e hoki mai, e hoki tere mai ana a Whitby. Whitby coming back fast in this game. As we talked about all the way through those first 3 quarters, it is a game of runs, and Whitby starting to get some momentum and really convert that into points.
Yeah, causing the turnover of Te Kura Kōkiri. Turnover number 17 now for Kōkiri, so it's kind of building up. Just so you're aware, whānau, foul trouble. Sienna has 4 for Whitby, so she needs to be careful. You don't want her picking up her 5th. Kyra Williams obviously with 4 as well, and Schultz with 4. So it's a bit of foul trouble for Whitby Collegiate.
Aira, he mea mo rearea tērā mā rātou natungia ko era toko toru etahi o ngā whetū o taua tima, some of the stars that you're sort of reading out. So really dangerous for Whitby. Need to make sure that those kinds of players can stay on the court as long as possible.
Yeah. She's been very instrumental, so Anor a little in and out, and just strong rebound there by Hineromihi Beale. Manages to gain possession.
My expert opinion, had it been a single rim, that might have gone in.
Yeah, this is what I mean. Like Ryan talked about the double rims. It is very difficult to get a gauge on it. Even like a wood backboard as well, so much different. I don't know if he talked about that on the broadcast, but you know, a lot of International is a glass backboard, which is a lot softer than a wood one, so it's different.
Me pong te koro e koro a Ryan e pānaki e toko maha o ngā mea engari I rere noa taua mātauranga ki rongi I tōku mahunga.
Yeah, as we see Gates find the corner.
Whitby te tāhaia no.
You see Bella forward, find Sienna Williams.
No foul called.
Doesn't want to give away a foul because she has 4. Great pressure.
Sino tatapera te pau ki te kuru whakau me ki tāhai anō. Te mahi o ēnei kai tākaro o Whitby. Te toko maha o ngā tāhai I taua tākaro.
Yeah, and that, I think by my stats, that's number 5 for young Kyra Williams. So she'll sit for the rest of the game.
Nā nei. Kia te kura kōkiri, te makapaitaha. How can they find a way to try and stem some of this pressure? Te pārai nā Sienna Matoa Tuala. Sienna Matoa Tuala says no, thank you. Rejects that one and then gets down the other end of the court. And now Whitby with an opportunity to even further close that gap.
Yeah, refs have kind of let it go, play a little bit. It's been pretty physical this last 2-3 minutes. So both teams, you know, this is an important game because it is for top of the table, who I believe will play Stratford in the quarterfinal.
Stratford now we saw Stratford playing the game before this.
Yeah.
No doubt that will be a great matchup. Nei te kura kōkiri. Kia tūpatoa Coxon.
Yeah, she doesn't want to get her hand in there too hard. As we see that wahine again, Parea Whiawhia Beale, looking for points 26 and 27. Just looking at our stats as we see the replay here. Hene Raumahi Beale, 9 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 7 steals.
Goodness me. Just doing it all.
As we see the other Beale, now up to 27, does make both. Sienna kind of was eager for it, and quietly that is Parea Whiawhia Beale's double-double. So she goes to 20 and 10 as we see
Te kuru whakau.
Letoa Tuala, the younger one of the two. I'm just assuming that that's younger. Whānau, if you know Whitby High, please awhinatia. As we see, Wipu in there fighting for the tūrapa. Cox, great catch. As we see a Kuruwhiwhitoru.
Kua kite. Tātou katoa ia Wipu. Tino pukumahi ana mā tōna tima. Engari kāore no ia kia tino kuru. Piringa hau ki te kiti ia ia. E whakapono ana ki ona pukenga e tuku i aua kuru. Nā te mea, kāore e kore kei ia te ahenga. We've seen Wipu putting in some serious work for her team, but yet to really see her put up many shots. Would love to see her back herself a little bit more from distance. No doubt she's got the skill. If she just can get that ball up in the air, she might be able to start converting it into some points.
Yeah, looking at her stats, obviously she's got 2 steals, 3 assists. So, you know, she has been distributing the ball in 13 minutes. Both teams haven't really gone to their bench in terms of Whitby with 7 players in double figure in terms of minutes, and Kōkiri with only 6 players in double figures in terms of minutes.
Aira, te mea nei, e whā noa ngā tāpui mā te kōkiri. Only 4 substitutes for this te kōkiri team. So in this fourth quarter,
Oh, great find.
Time, you have to think they're getting a rest. And there's the kuru whakau mai te kau mā tahi. E tū Bella Ford.
Yeah, that was impressive. And there she is again. Well, Latour Tuala with the no look. Bella Ford almost with the other steal, but Sienna needs to be careful though. She is on 4 fouls as they will run the clock out. Bit of unaware of what the time was here, whānau, but oh, what a finish we're going to have.
Aira e ono noa te rereketangi I tēnei wā, kua mai pairo atu a Whitby ki te hoki mai I tēnei kemu. Only 6 points the difference. Fantastic work from Whitby in that quarter, that third quarter, to bring it right back. And honestly, the way it's been played, you could not guess who's going to take this one out.
Yeah, Whitby did a good job holding Takura Kōkiri to just 8 points in that quarter. So he just kind of buckled down on defense and controlled the defensive rebounds there. And obviously, funny enough, we did talk about Hine Raumahi and her shooting in that first quarter. She hasn't hit a shot since from 3-point from the Kuru Whiwhitoru, as we see the Dilworth boys getting ready. Coach Sire and his boys, obviously Zone 1 champions.
Aira.
Julie's just sent you the link now.
He tohu anō tērā.
Oh, you've got it.
Yeah, I got it up.
Te pai o ngā kaiarai o Whitby. As you saw in that, we talked about in that first quarter how crucial it would be for them to find a way to shut down players like Hine Raumahi Bill, to find a way to nullify threats like Pareawhiawhi Bill, and they have done so well. Ko tētahi mea tino pai ko a rātou whakawhiti mai te whakaeke ki te ārai, tino tere rātou ki te neke ki taua taha o te kōti. Something they've done really well is their transition play. Whitby have been so quick to get off attack and onto defense, so quick to get back down there into the court and close up. And that's part of the reason they've been able to nullify so many of these Takura Kōkiri threats.
Yeah, just brushing over our stats. We talk about the fast pace and the play that they're playing. They actually only have 5 fast break points, but the turnovers that Kōkiri have committed have turned into 18 points. So 18 points off turnovers is pretty massive, but in saying that, Kōkiri have turned Whitby's turnovers into 21 points. So both teams are kind of, you know, giving each other opportunities, as we see the St. Kitts boys warming up there as well. I believe he's year 10, that boy that was just on screen. Yeah, 6'8", year 10.
Oh, where? Me koro atua hauki o ki mātua. Should have a chat with my parents about what we're doing with my genetics. Engari, he whakakoro e pāna ki ngā kēmu ki te taho tēnei kōti. Just a quick update on the games going on to the side of our court. We have te Kurakaupa Māori o te Kōutu up 121-41 over Rua Mata. A dominant performance from, as you say, last year's Single A champions, really putting in a great showing as you go into the later stages of the tournament.
Yeah, and then over on the far court, Westlake Girls, the Double A champions, up 107-25 on their local rival Carmel. Well, local, wouldn't say rival, but Tura. As we see a miscommunication there on defense, which leads to an easy basket there from Henetai.
Aira, he wero nui tērā mā Whitby, me pēhea rātau e mau tonu I te mana o tēnei kemu. We saw them grasp a hold of momentum at the end of that third quarter, but they need to hold on to it. They cannot let that break interrupt that flow that they really found in the previous phase of play.
Great hustle there from Whitby, able to contest, but then also not a great job in terms of getting the defensive tūrapa, as we see Beale missing. Now 3 for 12. Just those little turnovers.
Perhaps he tohu tērā o te taumahatanga e rongo ana I nei kai tākaro I te whakahirehire o tēnei hau whā. These players just feeling how important this quarter is. Third game of their respective tournaments, and this is no doubt the most important period of play for both of these sides, knowing just how important it is they get this win to set up their pathways through the knockout rounds. As we see Hine Raumahi Bill we were saying that Whitby did a great job of cutting her out, and that was when they found success, and she's looking to make her way back into the game, and that could be really dangerous if she finds her flow.
Yeah, much needed basket there as she moves into double figures. As we see Kaya Gates commit the hara.
Whitby.
It'd almost be the third name I've said. Gates will be the first time I've said it. Majority of the game, maybe. As we see Gates get the turnover.
Engari koera te āhuatanga I te koro o mau e pāna ki te whakapau kaha ki te ngenge e putana te roto I etahi o enei kai tākoro. Nō reira e hara I te ohorere e kite ana tātou I etahi o ngā pai, etahi o ngā tāpui e uru mai ana ki tēnei kēmu we spoke about in the last quarter.
Yep.
That fatigue starting to set in to some of these players, so not surprised to see their benches getting injected into this game.
Yeah, as we see Cox there just forcing it a little bit. As we see Whitby will want the timeout. As we see...
Look at the hikaka from the pai of Te Kura Kōkiri. Kei te rite rātou, they are ready.
Yeah, just lost their way a little bit, Whitby, in those first few minutes of this quarter. And, you know, obviously turnovers have been the battle, as Te Kura Kōkiri have 22 steals. Which is, you know, quite a lot of steals if you think about it.
Not a small number, that one.
Yeah.
It's about as high as I can count.
Whitby have committed 29 turnovers. You know, if you cut those turnovers in half, you know, just 15, 12 to 15, you have a better shot. That means you have 12, 15 more opportunities to shoot the ball.
Aira, ko ngā mea moroiti te rereketanga I te nuinga o te wā. As you say, it's just the little things that make the biggest difference.
Yeah, and just 17 offensive rebounds, offensive tūrapas from Te Kura Kōkiri, which is a massive amount of number of second, third chance opportunities. And like just looking at the stats, Kura Kōkiri have taken 64 shots to Whitby's 48. Yeah, so they've just produced more opportunities.
Aira, engari he tohu anō tērā of the conversion rate of these teams. There's a big difference in shot numbers, but Whitby only down by 12.
Yeah.
So it really does mean that this Whitby side have been clinical with what they had. Finally, Kira Wepu putting up the three, asking you shall receive. I said I wanted to see more shooting out of her, and she's back to herself there.
Yeah, I believe that's her second one. Yeah, as we see number 5, Raha Gates.
Aira. Tātou e kite ana ki tahi etahi o ngā kai tākoro o ngā kemu kei te haere e uru mai ana ki te whare. We see some of the players in the games coming up just walking in now. Some fantastic matchups in the next round as well, but before we get there we have a fantastic finish here.
There's a nice little mid-range jumper there from Gates. And no, Aroha mai, Beal.
E Beal anō.
Yeah. As we see another turnover by Whitby.
Lovely chase there from Kira Wepu.
Is number 17, ko ai tērā.
Ko Maria Roundtree tērā. Engari, ko tētai mea miharo, kua korotia ketea e maua e pāna ki te kaha o Kira Wepu ki te oma, ki te mahi ngā taha o I rua o te koti. Engari, ia hau e titirona ki aia, ko te āhua nei, kaoria I te werawera.
Yeah.
She's not even broken a sweat. She has played so many minutes, done so much running, and she is finding it almost easy out there.
Yeah, there are very few that can do that and just don't look like they're trying very hard. As we see Sienna just in attack mode. She's been in attack mode the whole game. She is now up to 18, looking for points 19 and 20, as you see there, number Tekau committing the hara. Henetai. I have been impressed with Henetai Bealthornen as well. She's put together quite a nice game. Like you said, she isn't the one that will jump off the screen and do, you know, do things that you'll be like, oh, that was amazing. Just like the little things, right? The 9 points to go with the 6 steals. You know.
Ko ngā kai tautoko, kua whakatakatua I te tua papa maona hoa ki te whainga piro. She's really laid that foundation for players like Hine Raumihi Beale and Pareawhiawhi Beale to find those points, really working in the backcourt, doing the hard yards to provide those opportunities.
Yeah, just looking at our sets, Pareawhiawhi Beale is 3 steals away from a triple-double. And here she is. She's missed do it all, as we see Wepu. Yeah, kind of turned the body, needed to be, you know, front on, but good call from referee Amy Jo.
Haira, he tāpui kei te haere, mai te pai o Whitby, as we see. I think that's number 19, Georgia Keel, coming into this game for Wepu, perhaps just an eye on the foul counter there.
I was saying that she might go for 40, but this is points 30. 30 and 12 for Pareawhiawhi Beale. 30, 12 and 7 steals.
Oh, only 30. As we now see Coxon. Someone who Takura Kokiri have done a good job of shutting out thus far in the quarter.
That is steal number 8. We want a triple-dub,
We
whānau.
do.
Triple-double.
That we do.
Triple-double watch.
Someone get to the Kurakokiri bench and let them know. Any substitutions would be painful here. Engari nāia nei ko te ahua nei he maka whiwhi anō kia te Kurakokiri. Pao he. Aira, te maka pai pito. Engari, koera te rerekehitanga o te hauwha tua toru ki te hauwha tua whai. Te hauwha tua toru I te rere, I te whai Whitby I tō rātou piti. Whitby found their rhythm, they were flying. And that's what Te Kurakokiri have done so well, is they've just got in there and caused some problems. It's just the little things, the odd turnover here and there, the little foul. If you can just disrupt the rhythm, it makes such a difference.
Yeah, for sure. Like Whitby came back strong. They cut the lead to, you know, 8 or 6 going into the 4th quarter and had a chance, but Kokiri just kind of turned up their defense, and also there was a bit of a lack of concentration too from Whitby in terms of throwing passes away, which has led to Kokiri building the lead back up to 14, and it's been that Kōtiro right there has kind of led the way up to 32 now. Whānau, triple-double watch, 2 more steals.
Unbelieving, unbelieving, as we now see Whitby. Still 5 minutes to go. Rima ngā minutes e toi ana. Whakaponoponu rātou. They'll still be believing they can find a way.
Yeah, as
have the wāhiki from Mike Latour calling for the timeout.
Yeah, wants another timeout there, Whānau. Yep.
And the referees do hear him on that occasion. Nō reira, he wāwhakahirahira mana, mā tōna tīma, pāna tīma me ki hoki, te kōriroriro ki te huihui e pāna ki te whakautu. It's a good chance for him and his team to just have a brief hui, have a little kōrero about what their response is going to be. Still 4 minutes 46, close to 5 minutes to go. They have time if they can pull something together here.
Yeah, long time to go, Whānau. Anything can happen. I think me and Miles were talking last night, like with the development in the great equalizer, the 3-point line, you know, they have opportunities to get back in the game. They have had good looks. Haven't shot the ball particularly well from 3. Obviously, 2 for 20 is Whitby, but you know they have generated good looks throughout the game. So you never know. In that last 5 minutes, it might just all happen at once.
Haira, ko ki te tātou ia siena le toa tuala. Tino rite ana, tino hikaka ana ki te tuku I taua poro mai tā wāhi, as you say. 23s, the majority of those coming up from Latoa Tuala. So even if she can just find her rhythm, she can find her rate, the amount of shots she's putting up wouldn't take many for her to get her team back in this one.
Yeah, she's obviously hasn't shot the ball well in terms of from the 3-point line, 1 for 14, but has generated opportunities in terms of creating foul shots for her team and getting to the line. She is up to 20. Her and Bellson obviously in double figures for Whitby, and then obviously leading the charge was Parea Fairfield Beale for Takura Kokiri, and then also Hene Raumahi Beale with 11. I guess she's the one that started off. As you see the sidestep, Kuruwhiwhi Toru.
Lovely tohipa.
Great job.
Lovely dummy there from number 19. Just said, see you later, as Hine Raumahi Beale came flying past.
Yeah, Georgia Keel there, doing a great job of being patient.
Tuku iaia ki ngā toa. Nā te mea kei topi oia mātou kario i te tino mōhio rea ngā toa kei ko nei, engari I pera ia, sending her to the shops. I mean, we're in Palmy, so I don't know what shops you guys have got here, but she was sent there.
Yeah, just got bumped off her line there. Interesting call. No call. As we see her now. Draw the hudder. No. She shot it under the backboard and hit the framing, which is out of bounds. Whānau.
Ia tātou ki tāna I te pai o Whitby. Ngana ana ki te whakatena tēnā I ngā kaitākaro. We see the Whitby bench trying to get up and encourage their players. Just trying to find that late spark, but that one goes astray.
Yeah, just a little bit of a lack of communication there. Now the 34th turnover by Whitby, which has turned into 29 points for Takura Kokiri. As we have Hine Raumahi Beale.
Directing traffic.
Hine Tai. Great X-cut. Lovely move. Great assist.
Te maka, te hopu, te kuru whakau, ko ngā mahi katoa nāwari noa mā Hine Raumahi Beale.
Oh.
Yeah, when they hit tāpui ki ka haere mai te pai o Whitby. Looks like it will be number 5. Haliana Le Toa Tuala coming into the play.
Yeah, for number 13. Sophia Schultz, as we see young Whippu about to check back into the game also.
Aira, e hara I te ohorere nā te kaha o tōna tuimu I tēnei e pirangi ana a Mai Le Toa.
And just so you know, whānau, that was Puti Puti Kohunui's 5th bow, so she is done for the game. Early exit.
Ngāwari noa tērā, tino tau mai te pai makawhiwhi.
I must say, Sienna's done a great job this last quarter and a half, not fouling, playing with 4 fouls and still being effective on both ends of the floor.
Kua tino tūpato ia, she's been real careful, but she hasn't let it really slow her down.
No, and that Wahine again, Parea Fairfield Beale up to 34 now. I'm still hoping for the triple dub, but we'll see as we see Whippu with the Kuruwhiwhi Toru.
Looks like it has been Ote Pahai. Attempted steal there from number 19.
Yeah, just a bit casual there was young Hine Tai. As we see a Toru. Nope.
Papa. Once again, Tera Whippu not afraid to get in amongst it. But that is something we've seen mai tēnei tima o te kura kōkiri. Kua āhua panoni ngā pau o ā rātau mahi I tēnei haupā whakamutunga. Kua tūkaha a te nama te kau Hine Tai Beale Thorna.
Yeah.
So we've seen that shift in strategy from Te Kura Kōkiri I tēnei haupā whakamutunga, switching up their offensive play and using Hine Tai Beale Thorna as more of a pillar. She's been taking on a lot of the role that we saw previously worked by Pareawhiawhi Beale and Hine Raumahi Beale, just sharing that load around and using the depth and talent as Hine Raumahi puts up the Kuruwhiwhi Toru.
Yeah, she'll be pretty relieved to see that one go in, as obviously her first 3 happened in the first quarter.
Just
a little bit in and out as we see another big tūrapa from Hene Raumihi-Beale. Now up to Te Kau. So she has 10 rebounds, so she'll finish the game with a double-double as well. You know what a double-double is.
I've been pretending that I do.
So a double-double is like 10, getting in double figures for that stat.
Yeah.
So it could be points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks. As we see Whitby with the kuruwhiwhi toru. And getting something like that in a game is impressive. Yeah.
Nō reira, their triple-double, I'm just taking a guess here, is that when they get double digits in 3 stats?
3 stats, yeah, which is super rare.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, and like we're almost there. Parea Whiwhiwhi is up to 9 steals, so she does need one more for the triple-dub, as we can see the subs coming in. And we aren't going to see it. Coach, we need to have a chat.
Someone let him know what he's done.
She's 1 steal away from that triple-dub.
No doubt she'll watch this one back and probably have a few choice words for her coach.
Yeah. So, impressive game. Obviously, I've been really impressed with Parea Whiwhiwhi-Beale, obviously, as well as Hene Raumihi-Beale, who were the 2 catalysts in this win for Kura Kōkiri. Obviously, the score is starting to blow out, but it actually does. It's not a reflection on how well Whitby girls competed for 3 quarters. It's just kind of looked like they ran out a bit of legs there in the last quarter.
Ngari Nāianei Whitby e rapu ana i te kororo whakamutunga. Look at the final say, and Kira Wetu gets the 3. Te kuruwhiwhi toru mai tau taha maui.
Yeah, but pretty dominant 4th quarter by Kura Kōkiri. You know, a few Whitby turnovers early on kind of killed the vibe, killed the momentum that they had they built in the 3rd quarter. But overall, impressive by both kapa. They obviously both kapa will move on to the quarterfinals later on this afternoon. So looking forward to that.
Ngari koira te whakamutunga o te kēmu nei ko te Kura Kōkiri kua toa mā te kau mā ewa. Kura Kōkiri getting up by 19 over Whitby. Whiti te kau matai ki te 5 ki te kau mā rua. Kēmu tino kaha mai ngā tima e rua. Strong game from both teams. Plenty of positives to carry through to the latter stages of the tournament. Engari, moi nāianei ko taiwa tira. That is it from me and Josh for now. Engari, kaua e tā wāhi e te iwi. Do not go far. We'll be back soon with another fixture here from Palmerston North.
This is an opportunity that we can't pass on.